Oh, yes. Good Thursday, world. And welcome to another episode of Band Dog Talk with the Dog God. Yeah. Big salute to all of you who showed up early bird special. We got pole position, Young Ready Red. With that pole position, close second, we got Corey. And Big Jada Don hits that third, hits the podium. And big salute to you, Duro, with the fourth place. Either way, man, much love and respect. And happy new year to all of you. You know, tonight we got a great cook up, man. I mean, shit, every night we got a great cook up, right, fellas? I mean, every time we come over here on Thursday, we make sure we educate, but at the same time, we communicate. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody get a chance to chime in, let the chat do what they do, chime in as well. But, tonight, this is going to be a good one. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great one. But before I, get to cooking, um, let's do what we do best. You know what I mean? Let's do what we do best. Get your herbal sensations. Get that shit ready to go. If you're not already ready, get that shit ready to go. Get your backwood, your paper plane, your bongs, whatever you do, your dabs, whatever y'all do these days. So many variances. You got your edibles, whatever it is when it comes to that herbal sensation. Get that ready to go. You know what I mean? Get your brewski, your Heineken, Modelo, Bud Light, Budweiser, Coors, whatever you drinking, them IPOs, all them things. I mean, shit. Go ahead and get that shit ready to go and crack that open. You know what I mean? Get your shots, Hennessy, you know what I mean? Tequila, whatever you like. You know what I mean? Man, get that shit ready to go. Put that shit on deck and, get your mixed drinks. You know how the dog God keep it simple, with his vodka lemonade. So, hey, big cheers to all y'all. I love you, man. I appreciate y'all, respect y'all. I'm thankful for y'all support. You know what I mean? Salute to the new year. Salute to prosperity, success. You know what I mean? And a lot of hard work, and more work. 3 times. I'm telling y'all. Because faith without works is dead. That's what it say in scripture, man. That's what the Lord Jesus Christ said. He said faith without works is dead. You feel me? So, man, don't forget. Y'all better put that work in. Y'all better put that work in. You feel me? Because the dog God, aka the coach, is always putting in that working more work 3 times out. No days off. So anyway, salute to y'all, man. I love y'all. Cheers, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna succeed. We're going to work hard in 2025. We're going to elevate in 2025. Real shit. You feel me? Big salute to you, CDC Catch Dogs Concepts. Big salute to you, Big John, Big Jada Don, aka. So cheers to y'all. Oh, man. Always good to have a little vodka lemonade. You know what I mean? A little something that just curb the edge. Just when you're so focused and you're so clear-headed, that's one of the reasons why I stopped smoking the herbal sensation. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against the herbal sensation. I used to be a connoisseur. I retired. 3 years, y'all. 3 years, 3 years, 3 years with no relapse. 3 years, man. And shit, I was like I am with the dogs. I was that way with the herb, man. I was ahead of the curve when it came to the herb. I'm out here in Northern California, the Mecca. You feel me? The Mecca of herb. You feel me? That's where I'm from. Well, I'm not from there, but I've been living out here in California since 1997. So, shit, I'm a resident, if that makes sense. So, I've been around. I've seen all the trends. Matter of fact, I used to be a part of the trends when it came to the herbal sensation. You know what I mean? A pioneer, if you might want to call it. The things that you guys, the world is in tune with now. Believe it or not, the coach pioneered that shit. The flavors, the high end, what they call the za, all that shit. The coach pioneered that shit out here in the north. I pioneered that shit. I'm just giving y'all a little insight on my influence as a pioneer. You know what I mean? You know, one of the many reasons why they call me the coach. You know what I mean? So I done retired from that shit, man. Been there, done that, you know, and it was at a point where the feeling that I used to get, the focus, the slowing down, you know, that tunnel vision that I used to get early bird, you know, I wasn't getting that anymore from it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't giving me that. It was, you know, my hyperactive mind kind of rejected it. Not kind of, it did. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what? We got to go back into self. We got to go back into clarity. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mind was telling me at that point 3 years ago, where I decided to, you know, like, man, I don't need that shit no more. Like, I done maximized it, experienced it, you know, pioneered the shit, all the shit, you know, all the shit that everybody into. Like, coach been there, man. I did that when motherfuckers out here wasn't doing that. I put them on to that shit out here. Real shit. Real shit. But anyway, salute to y'all and enjoy y'all urban sensation, man. Enjoy that shit. It's beautiful, man. What y'all got right now is beautiful. Enjoy that shit, man. But the coach don't need that. I need clarity. But at the same time, when I get on this line with y'all, man, I gotta have my vodka lemonade. So salute. So let me get into you know, my week. Let me get into my work week. Man, had an L. Now, you know, the coach is used to L's, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody goes undefeated in life. Only one that went undefeated in life was Jesus Christ. And the defeat of the Christ was his mission. You understand what I'm saying? If y'all are a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ, which I am a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ, his defeat was his mission. You feel me? To sacrifice his perfection was our salvation, right? Our redemption from our forefathers who were sinners. You know what I'm saying? We had to have a way out. It had to be a perfect sacrifice. But that was the only man on the planet that was undefeated. Even in defeat to the world, that was undefeated. That was the mission. You see what I'm saying? So everybody takes L's. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's undefeated on this planet. Don't ever let somebody tell you they undefeated, because they not. All right. So took a little L. And because I'm used to these L's when it comes to being a dog man, you know, it's just a part of it. Like I said, you become callous to L's because you can't escape it. It's just part of it. As you win, you lose, and you gotta damn near take both of them the same. You know what I mean? You can't get overly excited when you get these dubs, and you can't get overly depressed when you take these L's. It's just it's just like you experience so much of it, you kind of keep it in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You rationalize it within yourself, the L, you rationalize it within yourself, the win, and then you accept it and you leave it there. You don't, we ain't doing no over jumping up for joy and over partying and shit when we get the victory. You know what I'm saying? It's a good game and we keep it moving. You know, you take the L, we ain't doing no over crying and why me and no. You just, take the L, wipe your tears out your eye and keep it moving. And that's how the coach do it. You know what I'm saying? Just by experience. You feel me? Player coach. So anyway, I had 10 puppies. Shout out to, actually, like I told y'all, she gave me a 12 piece, but the 2 didn't make it at the end. You know what I mean? And my girl Tigress, she not as big, of a bitch to carry them type of puppies she got in her womb. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got red tiger puppies inside her. You know what I'm saying? Plus, her daddy is a big ass bulldog too. So, there's some top tier DNA in Tigress, but Tigress is not a really big bulldog bitch. However, she had her biggest litter to date, 12. You know what I mean? So those last 2, like I told y'all, the last 2 that came out was like, it took a while for them to come out, but the bags broke. So when they came out, they was already dead. You feel me? But I mean, she gave me 10 that was alive. So, about 5 days went by, and because I've had so many litters, y'all. Okay, I done seen it. I mean, shit. What did Shorty Low say? Rest in peace, Shorty Low. Man, he had a song called "Done It All, Done It All, Done It All, Done It All." You talk about a dog, man, then they mention me. I done seen it all. I done had so many litters. I done seen all kind of shit. So Long story short, I had a puppy and I had my wife on puppy duty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife. You know, we feeding them, every 3 hours. Mama rotating them on the nipples, all the shit that she do. Right. So I go and I check on the little feeding process. And, I'm already noticing one of them doing some extra credit. What I mean by extra credit, doing extra whining. Not because I done had so many damn breedings and seen so many variances, so many puppies, so many. I already knew what that was. I told mama, like, oh, we gotta watch this one. This one gonna die. Now, of course, you don't want to put that energy out there. But when a puppy's whining and doing extra whining, and you done seen it various amount of times, different litters, different scenarios, you done try to save them, you done try to do everything in your power to reverse that, and it doesn't work, you learn to accept it already. So as soon as I saw it, I told my wife, okay, we just got to keep an eye on her, and my wife's doing all, because they nurture us. Women are nurturers. Well, Daddy, let's do it like this. Let's try this. I'm like, Mama, just keep. I call my wife Mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mama, just keep it. Just keep her on there. Just keep an eye on her. You ain't got to do that extra shit because I already know already. I've been there with this shit. I've been here, done that. No, everything you try to do is nature's law. It's God's law. You can assist as much as you can. Now, we have assisted puppies and they've survived. I got one. I had a couple of them that actually did survive that should have been a goner, straight up and down. But that was in them. That was not just me and my wife. That was in that puppy. That puppy had the spirit, the willpower to live and push through that. But at the same time, I've done taken myself out of it. I didn't want to stress myself. So anyway, I noticed that extra whining, and we paid extra care to them, and my wife's gonna do what she do. But there was, she was kind of a little colder than the normal. She was whining. She was still eating all that stuff. She was still active, but she was doing extra whining. So anyway, 3 days went by, and then my wife comes and wakes me up. Oh, she's dead. And then, she's like doing her little extra credit to, bring her back. And she actually brought her back or whatever. So she's up there trying to save her. And already in my spirit, I'm like, man, that's, what I mean? I already let it go. In my mind, when I first saw it, I already let it go. Like, whatever, nature's law. Take that. I'm not going to dwell on it. But before, I used to be mad. Until you take L's over and over. You see scenarios over and over. You done tried everything and it doesn't work. You done tried, when you done put every aspect of what you can apply to saving a puppy's life and things don't work out and you be mad and it be, it affects your whole, like, you get into your Whitney Houston. That's your I get so emotional, baby. That's Whitney Houston. Okay. You get into your Whitney. So being that I've been there, done that too many times, I've already accepted it when I saw the sign. When I saw the sign, I'm like, okay, well, shit, that one's probably going to take an L. Told mama that shit off the gate. And she wasn't, no like looking sick and like that. She was doing extra, she was extra whiny, just extra whiny. Like, oh, that one's going to take an L. And, wife tried to save her, brought her back to life, all the shit, had her in the little heat, the heat blanket, all the shit, doing what women do. She gonna try to rest, you know what I mean? And of course she gave up the ghost, you know what I mean? But I accepted that because I've been there, done that, accepted that, not gonna put that energy on me no more. It's a part of the game, accept it. You know what I'm saying? I can only assist God. I'm not God, okay? I put the breeding together, but at the end of the day, the spirit of that dog is that dog's spirit. It ain't my spirit. That dog has the will to live. It'll be like all the other puppies who was, fighting to live. You know what I'm saying? We did everything in our power, got you the heat lamp, make sure you're on the nipple, all the shit, shit. I make sure I can assist. We just don't leave them out there to figure it out. Nature is going to do that, right? Nature's going to let the dogs figure it out. And if they die, they die. It is what it is. But, we want to assist nature, and that's what we do. But at the same time, took an L. So now I got 9. But God is good, you know what I'm saying? Because I got 9 and they're healthy and they're fighting, you know what I mean? We're not in the clear yet. But they doing good, you know what I mean? God is good. Tigress is doing well. This is probably the best she's ever been with her puppies. I mean, I'm sure that's just maturity and time. But yeah, she's doing good, taking care of them very well. And You know, them bad boys is looking real nice in this early. You know, just seeing the potential of them, just seeing how they growing every day. You know, seeing just seeing the genetic characteristics, just little by little. Seeing a certain thing that you kind of want to see, like, okay, I see this. Okay, I see that. I'm picking some of them up. I see how strong they are when you're picking them up. They don't like it when I pick them up. You know what I'm saying? I grab them, they be growling shit. I'm like, okay, we like that spice. So, man, God is good. But other than that, nothing crazy with the big dogs. Everybody's doing good. Yeah, man. So that's my week, y'all. That's my week with the dogs. Nothing crazy. Took a little L, but that's expected. You got to accept that stuff. It's part of the game. You know what I mean? We all take them. It's just part of it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So anyway, let me go ahead and put that link in the chat for the ones who qualify. Again, I have to make sure you guys understand in the chat. Okay, as you participate, and we understand that you are a part of this, you participate to give to the community of us dogmen, right? Us pioneer dogmen, and you're not here to troll and do any crazy, ridiculous, weirdo stuff that we've done seen in the past. We will allow you to come up and talk on the panel line. We would definitely allow that. If you haven't, I will let you know. If I see you backstage, I will let you know, hey, don't get offended by, just participate in the chat. Let us know that you're really a part of what we're trying to be a part of, which is bettering the high performance working dog. See, high performance, not just performance. We trying to take it to the higher level of performance. That's what we know. That's why we're pioneers of this shit. We engineers. It's like being in a group of dogmen engineers that got superb, superior minds that think, but they think mathematically, and then based off those genetic mathematics, we're able to like, oh shit, great idea. Then we apply it to the genetic mathematical formula of putting dogs together. That's what we are over here. You know what I'm saying? We think outside the box, but it's the box that helps us think outside the box, if that makes sense, right? It's the box that we learn from that helps us take it outside the box. We just ain't freestyling our thoughts. We ain't over here just fucking dreaming and wishing upon a star. We're taking our education, we're taking our ideas, we're taking our experience, and we're putting them together. We're making high performance working dogs over here. You feel me? So anyway, let me go ahead and put that link in that chat, and we're gonna go ahead and cook up. You know what I mean? Great topic tonight, and we're gonna cook up like we always do. You feel me? Oh, yeah. All right, the link's in the chat. Those who are qualified, come on down. Come on down. What else we got? We got Show Enough in the buildings. Big salute to you, Show Enough. Nell Mac. Big salute, family, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh, Big Job. Well, shit, what you got? Two? Big Job, what you got? You got both of your damn profiles in the building, in the chat. Salute, Big Job. Salute, Cooper, man. Hey, salute, family. Salute, brother. Yeah. You don't got your mama's profile this time, man. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Big Duro.
Coach.
Yes, sir, man. Happy New Year's to you, man.
Same to you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, shit. It's always a whole bunch of work and more work over here, man.
Three times,
man. Rooted in it, man. No days off.
My guys, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy.
Man. Yeah, Happy New Year, man. Hey, y'all keep that damn group jumping, man.
No doubt, man.
That boy jumping, man.
Nah, my boy Josh killing it. Hey, man, We in there talking about saving up some money and get an AK daughter, coach.
Oh yeah. We on that.
Well, hey, it'd be wise if y'all did. You know what I mean? It'd definitely be wise. You guys can do a lot with that. Too bad y'all couldn't take advantage of the gift I gave. You know what I mean? A couple of people got those gifts. You know what I mean? And hey, it's all good. I did my part.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
You did. Just for that, man. Anything you need, man, I got you, man. Just for that.
Fact.
Hey, the support that you guys, give me as far as this participation support, and the salutes and all the things that y'all bring to the table, and anything that y'all do to better your program based off of something that you might have learned from the group, man. I mean, that's giving me a lot. That's giving me a lot. So, I'm just grateful to have individuals like y'all who aren't afraid of the classroom. You know what I mean? And a lot of individuals are not afraid. I'm gonna say they're afraid of the classroom, but they're just afraid of the work, and more work 3 times.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Nick,
What's
Corey,
up, Corey?
What's good, brother?
What up, Corey?
How y'all doing? Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year, bro.
Good job, Corey.
Man, I'm liking it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm liking it. Pretty busy still.
Good.
Yeah. But man, just pulling a lot of hours now. Shoot, trying to.
Good.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's how you get that money, Corey. You put in that work, and more work, like we say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, coach, I'm the type I don't mind working. So man. So shoot, they give me all the hours I want. So they trying to give me all the hours I want. Shoot, it's kind of going down now, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it gets me out the house. So,
my boy Cooper got a question, man. He said, "Hey, coach, I want to know, should I bring bullies or create?" So I'm not necessarily knowing specifically what you're asking me, Coop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all watch football. Anybody with a ooh in their name, they be like, ooh, cool, ooh.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be like that for you, Cooper. You feel me? So man, I scrapped my bully program. Like I mean, shit, I can't really give you a solid answer on that because I feel a certain type of way about the bullies now. I'm not satisfied with how they was bred. I'm not satisfied with what I've produced. I'm not satisfied with none of that, man. So I would just say for you, just whatever you want to do with your bullies is, what I mean? I mean, yeah, maybe create your own. Yeah, create your own, or if you follow a breeder that you trust, you have dialogue with that breeder. He can tell you something that you want to hear that makes sense, that you can trust, and you can buy and get ahead. Buy something. If you can buy something that puts you ahead of the curve, buy it. Okay, because that saves you time. You feel me? But if you have to start from scratch, I mean, do that too. You know what I mean? So you can create, or you can buy your bully from somebody who has what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my advice, as far as like what I'm gonna say, yeah, go for, I can't really call that cool.
Nah, that's it.
Hey, because real talk, just real talk. The only bully that I'm 75% satisfied with is fucking the GOAT. That's about it. And I'm only 75% satisfied with him. I bought
He died, right?
No, the GOAT is alive, man. Prophet.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
but the GOAT's built, but he's built different though. He's built a lot different than a lot of dogs though.
Yeah, he's like one of them extreme bullies.
Extreme.
where he got very wide fronts and he's got big ass fucking mastiff bones and he got a big wide rear. He got that damn that bull neck, that thick ass bull neck.
So what do you call that class?
Can he run?
Extreme XL or just Extreme?
Yeah, an Extreme XL. Can he run? No. He's got I think he has hip dysplasia. And what I mean by that is like his right hip is like the way he runs with his right hip is kind of like he kind of favors it even though he doesn't. It's kind of weird.
It makes it to the right.
Like it's going to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's hip dysplasia, you know what I'm saying? Based off of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, in his mind, can he run? Yeah. In his mind. But
in his mind, yeah.
Yeah, and he runs. However, the functionality of the running shows me like, you know what? They didn't obviously he wasn't bred for performance.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't bred for performance. That's why he's extreme. So I'm saying? So the look wows you, and that's honestly why I bought him based off of his mother and his father was for that extreme, the bone, the thickness, the rears, the neck, the head, all that stuff that I've seen in his mom and his pops is why I bought him. So but when it comes to performance, as far as like being able to perform, functionality, you know what I mean? He has drive and all that, but he's not built for that. You know what I mean? Like the dog in his mind, he wanted to have drive, but his body is not built for that. He's too extreme for that type of work.
Right.
You know,
so you done with him? You're not gonna breed him no more?
I don't see myself breeding him anymore. I have his semen on deck. You know, I did a breeding that I was really looking forward to breeding. Actually, 2 of them I wanted to do, and I got those 2, which is the first one I did with my pit bull breeding, which took him to Africa, and I got Suge and all them dogs with that.
You got the pups with Black Mama too.
Yeah, and then I did that one with Black Mama.
Hey, I gotta see them.
That's the one I really wanted because I wanted to combine Prophet with Goat because those are my 2 biggest bullies. You know what I'm saying? My 2 biggest dogs in my yard. So I wanted to take that, like I was telling y'all, I was trying to make that big body with the supercharger. You know what I'm saying? That S65 or that M7 type. You know what I'm saying? Beamer type.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't achieve that with that breeding. So, I was like, okay, whatever. However, because I moved away from my bully program, because I remember I was telling y'all I was going to do the rodeo bull.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? Which I was gonna mix Goat's genetics with AK's genetics and add a Borbal to it. See what I'm saying? Then I scrapped my whole bully program. I was like, I ain't fucking with those bullies because the bully game is they're not gonna pay for what I want. If I call this a rodeo bully and it's a performance bully, it's extreme but can function. The bully game ain't about function. They want couch potatoes and they want that look a certain type of way, but they don't want no performance. They don't want drive. So why would I put a drivey fucking bully into the bully world when that whole market ain't for that? You know what I mean? I had to slap my
Well, now they trying to though, coach. Now they trying to make the bullies like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to make them like
guard dogs with
guard dogs and work and all that shit now.
I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? All I see is just real shit. All I see is big ass bullies. They're big, but them dogs ain't gonna perform the way I need them to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're not gonna pay. If I do all that, if I'm buying me a top tier fucking Borbal, I already spent 10 bands on Goat. You see what I'm saying? I spent 10,000 on Goat. Okay, I spent fucking 12,000 on AK. I'm probably gonna spend maybe 5 and up on a fucking quality big ass Borbal. I need a big ass Borbal bitch to make this. You know what I'm saying? So because I'm gonna get the drive from AK. You know what I'm saying? Functionality from AK. I'm gonna get the extreme features from Goat and some drive from Goat, and then I'm gonna get that big ass size, them tall legs, and a big ass size from that fucking Borbal. So if I'm gonna spend all this type of money to put the dog together, and let's say I ask 5,000. And these motherfuckers ain't got it, I ain't playing. Why would I do that? I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting on dogs, and it's gonna be it's just gonna be a fucking thought off paper.
It's just a waste of my money and then time, because
Yeah.
there again, I'm ahead of the market. That's my problem, being who I am, a pioneer dog man. I'm not making dogs that everybody. I'm making new dogs. I'm a concept breeder. So now I bring something new to the market that you see you wowed at, but you're not ready for. You're not ready for no rodeo bull, something mean and drivey that's big like that can run and act like a pit bull. You ain't ready for that type shit.
Right.
And then you're not ready for what I'm asking, because now you don't even know how to market the shit. Matter of fact, you don't even know how to handle a dog like that. I made a dog that you don't know how to market, nor do you know how to handle. So then it's like I had to pull myself back. It's like, bro, your ideas make sense to you. It don't really make sense to the market because they're not ready for that shit. It's too advanced.
Yeah,
a big body that's running like a damn coop. What?
you got people that was bitching about the Camelot bloodline, saying it's too aggressive for them. So you already know they ain't gonna be ready for that to be able to handle your dogs.
And that's why I had to pull out. I had to say, you know what, me trying to do this bully shit, make performance bullies, that right there is just, that's not the game for the bullies. That's not a bully game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's dope to me, and they probably would be amazing dogs.
Dope dogs to have, yeah.
But are they gonna pay you for your creation and all your hard work? You know, are you gonna be willing to weather the storm and, you know, sell your dogs for cheap and until they catch on? Like, I'm like, nah,
hell no. Word. Like you.
So
that's going backwards, basically. Again.
Yeah, it's going backwards. It's going backwards. So I just scrapped it, man. It's like a paper, man. You just ball that shit up, throw that shit in the trash. Like, you know, I got that in back to GOAT. I got GOAT on ice. So whatever I want to do with him in my mind, maybe I will revisit that when I have a level of influence to where people want to buy these type of concepts. Maybe I will revisit it 5 years down the line. Because I got AK semen and I got GOAT semen on ice, and I'll buy me a Borble bitch and say, you know what, I'm just gonna do that because I can, and I know my people want to buy it.
Yeah.
But now
you could probably turn him into a band dog also.
Well, see, with that being said, I have a plan, because remember I was telling you, like, I wasn't really satisfied with the GOAT and Black Mama breeding.
Yeah.
But I know the genetics is there. And then I got my boy Black Bull. He's the closest to what my vision is. And he's the only male out of that litter. And then also I have Big Shug. So, you know, those two I would definitely be putting in my band dog program for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any bullies with them. That's out of the question for me. So them two males for sure, which have GOAT in them, but have the extra credit stuff that I want to, the extra sauce, they would be added into my band dog program, which will be pretty much GOAT included into that recipe.
Fire.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's as for the bullies.
That's old years.
It's just you know what I mean, it doesn't have its pop like it used to, as far as, like, you know, the demand and the hype. That shit is dead. The bully game to me is dying, and it's damn near dead. And I don't want to be coming here. Hey, I got a new version of the bully. Like, motherfuckers, like, man, we ain't fucking with bullies no more.
Real shit.
You know, like, we ain't fucking with the bullies no more. Man, you kind of late with that, coach. So I had to go ahead and move on, man. I had to move on. Chris said, you need to make sure you have a target audience before you even start. You need to make sure you have potential buyers. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when you say that, Chris, that makes a lot of sense. However, when you pioneering shit, who's your target audience? You won't have none until you make it. See what I'm saying? Then you got to promote what you make. And then that takes time. You know what I'm saying? Because I could talk about a dog all day, and you can tell me, "Oh yeah, coach, I'll buy it," but until I got it on the showroom floor, that's just talking to me.
Right.
Now I got it on the showroom floor, and where's my money at? You told me you was gonna buy it. So that's the stuff that you hear all the time. At least I hear it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, coach, you know, like, when you gonna do it? When you gonna do that? You know, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then when it hit the ground, you know what I mean? Money ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to my wife. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
Child.
yeah. I gotta.
I
You
never-
know, go ahead. Go ahead.
I never understood that shit. I mean, maybe. How long you been married, Coach?
I've been married 12 years, and I've been with my wife 23 years though.
So damn, you basically been married for 23 then. So
Correct.
I never really understood that shit. Like why do you have to say like let me ask my wife and shit? Like I never understood that shit. Like if you want a dog, go get a dog, bro. Like
Yeah, they ain't wearing the pants.
Not even that. That's a cop out because
Not
niggas ain't got no
equal.
money. They don't got no money.
Yeah, it's a cop out.
It's a cop out.
Cop out.
So basically, a window shopper again.
Yes. There you go.
But on talking.
Because that don't make no sense. Like you said, Duro, like, why you hitting somebody up about a dog if you ain't already talked to your wife and got an agreement with you and your wife saying, okay, yes, honey, I'm about to buy a dog.
right.
I'm gonna start looking. Okay, daddy, go buy your dog. Okay, cool. What you talking about? You gotta talk to your wife. The hell?
That sounds like a child or some shit.
But I know that that's just an excuse for them to wiggle out. I've just learned that over time. I done heard it so much. It's like, as soon as I hear that, it's like, bro, you window shopping. I ain't, bro, kick rocks, man. Talk to your wife before. I ain't giving you no price. Talk to your wife first, man. Holla at me then. I done heard it too many times.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just the dog game, man. That's the dog game in itself. And you know, when you in it as a business like I am, you know, you heard every excuse. You know, you done heard everything. And you know, when you have a vision and you see it before it happens, you manifest it, you make it a reality, and then you campaign it, and then you get all the excitement. But then very few people that are excited is ready for, you know, that level of concept, you know, that concept dog. They ready to pay for that shit. Like, okay, well, shit, that's, you know, and it goes back to what I was telling you about me not reading for the whole year of 2024. You know, I had to sacrifice, and it hurts just to go a whole year and you run a business and you say, you know, I'm not selling shit because I'm not lower my freaking my product standard, my dog standard for these broke individuals. You ain't getting one from me. I can't do that.
Right.
But again, it hurts me financially because I still got to take care of these damn dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these are the things that you have to deal with as a dog man. You know, you gotta, you know, you had your vision for your program. You don't want to scrap your bully program and put so much money into it. Now you're like, well, fuck, man, fuck the bully shit. You know what I'm saying? All the shit I done put out, I gotta put them into the band dogs now. I gotta go ahead and merge my high performance bully or pit bullies and, you know, my bully type dogs and shit. I gotta merge them into my band dog program now because I'm not doing bully. So now I gotta go a whole different direction with that blood.
Right.
And you gotta be okay to accept that. You gotta be able to accept that shit. Like, you know what? Yeah, you know, I don't want to, but it's the right thing to do for me to, you know, propel myself ahead and think ahead when it comes time to when I do another breeding, I can sell it to a certain market that's already in tune with what I'm producing versus trying to come into a game that's dying. And then I'm trying to create a whole nother level, but all their dogs are unhealthy. That is all looks. Everything's about the show, nothing about performance. How am I going to push that on the masses of these bully type people who want bullies? And I'm trying to say, okay, you like them lazy looking, you know, you like the look, but you want them lazy companion dogs. I'm giving you high performance.
It'll be too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
That's because half of them
to get believers.
half of those guys couldn't even control high performance dog anyway. That's why they got bullies, because they, they're a little bit more. They even tempered, but like, you get a high performance dog that's like don't
Yeah,
play
they
no
yeah
game, very intense. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
they ain't
they
That's
got
gonna make
those
you be
they ain't
like,
got
whoa.
those that
Yo, Duro, I think they do got a high intense level bully. It's just they inbred it so much that that's what we have now, that lazy shit.
Yeah.
But the demand for them is not there when it comes to the money. So like if you want the money and you want to be a bully breeder, you got to follow the trends, whether it be the biggest one or the one with the fucking exotic color or the one with the high end name brand or the one that's
No
got the most
fur.
in the shows. Like you got to follow what people are paying for. You know what I mean? So if you breed for those trends, it's only for a season. So you better capitalize it while you're able to. That's not going to last. That's only seasonal when you breed trends. But
Yeah, I call it the circus.
yeah. However, if you're trying to build longevity into this thing, you gotta you gotta create your own lane. That takes time. That takes people catching on, and then once they catch on, then you set the wave and you direct the wave. But that's not how the bully game is. The bully game is trendy, and it's all about people who are spending the money within those show breeders. So if you want to breed bullies and be a part of the bully community and make a lot of money, you got to breed show bullies. That means you got to be participating in the shows so that the people at the shows are the ones that's buying your dogs. Those are the only ones that are going to really spend that type of top tier dollars that you be hearing some of these bully breeders getting is other show breeders.
Yep.
That's it. Ain't no average consumer spending no $10,000 on no motherfucking bully.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Unless they got celebrities buying from them.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's it. And that's probably a one-time deal.
And that's probably a one-time deal for damn show.
You probably gonna have one celebrity buy a dog from you once a year, if that.
Well, what they're gonna find out is they're gonna figure out they bought a piece of shit.
Yeah, you'll find out they bought a lemon. You gotta go get this shit. You gotta take this shit to the vet.
Yep. Yeah.
You gotta take this shit to the vet. Cause all those exotic shit, you for sure taking that shit to the vet.
Man, I told y'all about that exotic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Anything exotic, you gonna be taking that shit to the vet.
That shit is that's just moneylaundering.com. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Period.
Feeding them.
Shits be lemons.
Period. That's a way to wash your money. If you a street nigga, you buy you an exotic and put that on your taxes, nigga.
That's gonna have you on your Whitney for sure.
Well, that's how you wash your dirty money, buying them fucking exotics and saying you fucking made $200,000 fucking cutting the bitch, and you fucking you done had a $500,000 litter and shit. That's how you wash your fucking your dope money.
Yeah.
Period. Why would you buy a dog like that and spend that type of money? Who buys a dog like that and spends that type of money when you know that dog is gonna die on you? That dog, you buying a dog extreme and stuff like that with defects. Like, who buys dogs like that and spends that type of money if it wasn't another reason behind buying them dogs? You know what I'm saying? Like I bought Frenchies for like $5,000.
Me too.
That died of heat stroke and hurt my feelings in my pockets at the same damn time. Imagine you buying a $50,000 exotic and it die on your ass. How much that hurt your feelings?
That's gonna have you.
You gonna be sick, son.
You gonna be sick, ready to shoot yourself. Excuse my language, y'all. Ready to, off yourself. Okay.
You really are, cause that shit. Thinks your soul like I spent my bread like that, and it It's gone? No.
Nah, but that's a part of your family. You bringing that into your family. That's squad.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
So
About 50 racks. Nah. So
Abla Bang Bang asked, he said, what's the most you spend for a dog? So I'm going to answer first and I'm going to let y'all answer after me. You know what I'm saying? So the most I spent for a dog is my fluffy Frenchie. I bought a fluffy Frenchie. His name is Gigolo. Okay. I spent $15,000 on Gigolo. That's the most I spent. The second most is AK, 12,000. Okay. Third is Goat. Let's see who else. Goat, Blue, which is Goat's half sister, and then my girl Reign Supreme. Okay, 10,000 for those three. So that's the most I spent on a dog. $15,000 for a motherfucking fluffy Frenchie. And that was in the beginning, and they was going for way more than that.
right.
So yeah. 15 of them. Go ahead. Anybody else want to add? What's the most y'all spent? Duro, go down the line. Duro, what's the most you spent on a dog, Duro?
My girl Dice, 3,500.
Okay, 3,500. That's a good day. That's a good price, buddy. 3,500. That's not no cheap dog.
Nah.
What about you, Young Red?
Yeah, my Frenchie that just passed, I spent like 5,000 on him.
Okay, there you go. Touche. What about you, Corey?
I ain't spend no extreme money on my dogs.
What's the most you spent on a dog?
My girl, I got her from my cousin. I spent $200 on her. And my boy 6, somebody gave me him.
Okay. Well, you know what?
But I got top of the line pups.
No, that's what matters. You're able to make what you make and win with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I went the route I was supposed to go on. So, you know, I made the right choices.
Facts.
Yeah.
But understand though, as you continue to elevate your program and you start to get real selective on your DNA, you're gonna have to venture out and cough up some coin for them.
Yeah,
levels.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I had to do. When I wanted to level up on certain type of DNA, I had to, knock on some doors that was pretty much closed to me when I couldn't, I didn't have the key, which is the money. I had the key to open the door. You know what I mean? But, again, I told y'all, I spent money on dogs.
Coach?
Worth it too. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't hear what you said.
I said I spent money on dogs that wasn't worth it too.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, Coach. So about this time last year, I think I came across your channel. So I had my pups around it December 9th when I came around your channel. So I saw a lot. I saw you get off a lot of dogs. I seen you do, I seen the videos you was dropping, you know what I'm saying? And I really, I started to, get into watching your stuff, man. So all I've been doing is kicking back, just learning, just trying to see what I need to do for my program, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to, mess up my situation because I got my picks now, So
right.
So I'm just trying to, do what I gotta do, get my yard set up, get it all get it going. And like, man, I'm trying to envision, like, I want to probably do like 2 or 3 litters, and that's gonna probably be it, That's
well, I've always told y'all slow and steady win the race.
Focus on something that's something that I like,
Mm-hmm. And that's what you're supposed to do, man. Just take it slow. You know what I'm saying? Take it slow. Make sure you have the space, the time, and the money.
Right.
But other than that, work with what you got. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna work with what I got.
And just build from there. Ain't no rush in this shit, man. Trust me, ain't no rush, man. This is a marathon, man, not a sprint.
Right, exactly.
So let's get into the topic at hand tonight, man. The 2024 dog game recap. You know what I'm saying? And then what's next for the working dog in 2025. So I want y'all's feedback because I know y'all's got y'all's ear to the dog game streets. And let's go over some of the things that we witnessed and experienced in the dog game, good or bad, you know what I'm saying, in 2024, you know what I'm saying? And I'll let you guys kind of lead off with it, and then I'll, piggyback off of y'all and let y'all know what I saw and all that good stuff. So, just let's do a recap of 2024 in dogs, what we've seen, the market, the types of dogs, everything that we've witnessed as dog man in 2024. Let's recap that, you know what I'm saying? Good or bad, who want to lead off?
Word. I see what I've seen. So I seen the hairless bullies when they was asking for $1 million for those.
Wow.
We saw the fluffy bullies. Yeah, fluffy bullies, the fluffy Frenchies with the with that husky eye.
Yeah, I done seen that too. They come out with a different Frenchie damn near every 3 months.
Yeah, and
yeah, that's wild. That shit's crazy.
Then they put it in the bully.
Then they turn around and put it in a bully, huh?
And they had, I saw wrinkled bullies. Like they had the extreme Shar-Pei version.
Are the bullies?
Yep. And they were small. They wasn't even big. They were like little.
So you sure that wasn't a damn the what they call it?
They were calling them exotics. Like
sure
some type of exotic.
You sure it wasn't the big rope Frenchie that you were seeing?
No, I know the big rope Frenchies. It was bullies.
Wow.
And they were like a version of the exotic bully, like that real small bully. And it had real
Shar-Pei.
Yep.
What? Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh my goodness. I was hearing rumors about the fluffy I seen maybe like one picture. I didn't know if it was AI or not about the fluffy bully. I have not seen the hairless bully. I seen the hairless Frenchie though.
You ain't seen that hairless bully?
Oh, I seen the hairless Frenchie, but not the hairless bully.
Man, you got to see that hairless bully.
They got hairless bully XLs.
Yeah.
and fluffy bully XL.
Oh my gosh. Who's buying a hairless fucking bully?
Yo, what's the weirdo boy name that created the dog, yo?
I don't know his name, but it's a black dude.
Something 300.
He had him going for 150,000. I ain't see him going for $1 million, but that's still a lot.
I seen it. Nah, what's the homie? I forgot homie's name, but he had
Ultra Class.
Ultra. Yeah, there you go.
Ultra Class. He's the one that
he was doing
that
Bill Cosby
yeah.
with the dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, he the one that did the hairless bulldog, the hairless bully.
Yep. 150K. Yeah.
And
1,000 for that shit.
Yeah, he was like, they're gonna have different colors and all that shit.
Man, they came out with like peach skin. They came out with like blotches of black. Man, you ever seen Kim Possible, the little Nick and Mall rat on there? Man, they look just like that with like little strands of hair. It looks bad.
I know what they
like,
use too.
Bad.
That's the thing. I know what they use too. This dog that's called Zolo X Quintley. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's something like that, but it's a hairless dog. It's from the Peruvian.
They throw that to a bully?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
They
goodness.
got like maybe 1 or 2 strands of hair.
It looks horrible.
Yeah.
See, that's the trends that I be talking about. That let's say if you're trying to come into the dog game as a businessman and you're like, okay, I don't want to reinvent the wheel, what's selling, then you get involved into something like what Homeboy is doing, and he's capping about 50,000 for a dog. Then you start making them damn dogs, and that trend lasts 2 months.
Yep.
Now you spent 100 grand on 2 dogs, and you out your money.
Yeah, because I'm sure those people, if people bought those dogs, I'm sure they out their money because those dogs can't even walk in the sun. Like
Yeah, them dogs can walk in the sun.
a dog has fur for a reason.
Gotta have they,
You gotta put sunscreen and shit on.
sunscreen for the dog. Yeah, you gotta get sunscreen for the dog. The dog can't even be out in the sun.
Joint like a baby seal out there.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's no good, man.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad for the dog.
Your dog's chapped all over its body, chapped skin. Like, nah.
Wow.
I agree with brother Abla Bang Bang. He said the bad I seen is dog men will put your program down before they try to educate you or help you out. And some of them don't even have dogs. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. That's true too.
That's very true.
Very.
Or they think you don't have enough to even be considered a dog man.
Yep,
or
that
whatever.
too. That too. Yeah. That's why you guys can't, you got to let that roll off your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like really like a water on a duck's back. You got to let that shit roll off because all they doing is just hating from the fucking stands and shit. You know? And they want to downplay you because, like you said, they not even doing what you doing. They might have been retired dog men, maybe had some dogs back in the day, or want to be dog men with no dogs. Telling you about what you don't got and what your program is and all that type of stuff, man. You got to brush that shit off because they gonna definitely do that.
That's what's crazy. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Or those old guys who was in it and then they got out of it and then they tell, people that's inspired to do it, oh, you ain't gonna make no money from it. Or, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing in there. Like, it's watered down. Like, everybody doing it. You know what I'm saying? Which is true. But at the same time, it's like, you don't know what I can do. Like, you don't know what I can become because what's for me is what's for me. And if you didn't get what you were supposed to get, well, maybe that wasn't for you. So that's why you got out of it. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something that I'm destined to be great at. So how you going to judge me or put me down on what I have? That's the problem I have. That's why I call us the real dog community because there's no hate. There's no backstabbing. There's none of that side stuff that other people be doing. There's none of that over here. Like we all got each other back and all want to see everybody prevail and get where they supposed to get. And we want to work together. You know what I'm saying, and do what we want to do together. So that's even more powerful than us just, you know what I'm saying, just talking about it. But we work together and create. The sky's the limit.
Yep.
Right. No focus in the building.
What's up with y'all?
What's up?
What's good, bro?
I hear y'all cooking
Happy
up
New
in here,
Year.
man. Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy New Year, bro.
What you gotta say, brother, man? What you got, man? Come on, add to this thing, man. What can you say about 2024, man? When it came to the dog game, what you see, what you saw, what you conquered. I mean, add to this, man.
So since we're on the bad note of what we've been seeing right now, I'm gonna say that stupid extreme spread that I've been seeing on these dogs lately that makes them unable to like walk properly, so they kind of look like they waddling, kind of like in the fronts. I know y'all know what I'm saying. What I'm talking about. In the fronts, the spreads be so extreme now, and it's kind of like how y'all been talking about that hype, you know, and it makes it hard to compete because it's like I don't want my dogs to have that spread. Like what? You know what I'm saying? You know how Red Tiger got that extreme fronts, but they're breeding for stupid extreme fronts. It's kind of like, like you said, like it's like no performance at all, and it's kind of like it all takes away from the dog. It's like, damn, we breeding for, going downward. So that's one thing I can say that I've been noticing, and I've been like kind of peeping because, like you were saying earlier, the only way to make money in this bully stuff, which is the route that I'm on, mostly the dogs that I mostly have are bullies, so that's kind of the route I'm on. Only real way to make money is the show shit, but with the show shit getting like that, what they're getting with the extreme, super extreme, and then the judges are allowing it kind of, because they're all feeding into it. They're breeding the same type of dogs, so it's
Yep.
kind of like, damn, it's hard to compete in that, being the upcoming. You got to spend that 5, you got to spend at least 5 on some shit that could even think about being, competed with or looked at in this bully game. So that's one thing I noticed.
It's just like what Chris was saying on there. Like it says a lot of cosmetic chasers. That's what the bully breed is about.
Exactly.
Now, so watch this. So like you mentioned Red Tiger, right? So when I have Red Tiger, then I have his brother, right? His brother Brutus. And then, Red Tiger wasn't as thick as Brutus when he was a pup. But then when he got older, he was wider than Brutus, even though Brutus was wide. But see, he was so wide that, like you said, he was having the elbow dysplasia. Well, what that is that when the bulldogs with that wide chest, they don't have enough support in their shoulders, right, to keep their shoulders in when they, when they're running and they're making, quick moves. Their elbows splay out. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now watch this. If all I'm doing is trotting my dog around a ring, and also, hey, do me a favor, functional focus, put your thing on mute.
Is there something in the background?
Yeah, I think it's giving me like a little bit of feedback.
All right.
All right. So when you let's say you're trotting around a ring, right? You're not really, you can kind of disguise that. If you got a good handler, you can disguise that dysplasia, and the judge is really only looking at the stack and then the gait. Now, when you're dealing with a performance dog and a dog is running, stopping, cutting, turning, and you see those elbows pop out, that shit's scary. Because like I mentioned before, if he makes one wrong hard turn, pop his whole shoulder out, I'm gonna have to probably put the dog down. I'm not paying for that shoulder surgery.
Yeah, that's an L.
Yeah, it's an L. So now when it comes to the bully side, I understand why they're doing that, because their whole thing is the wow. They call it the wow factor. The more bone, the wider, the bullier the dog is, the more people are like, ooh, ah. So that's why they're going to that most extreme look. Now that takes away from us who want functionality and performance.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's the line that I was treading with my bulldog program. When I bought my dog from the OG bulldog man who already experienced everything that I'm trying to learn, because I'm new, and I tell him my dreams, like, oh man, I got these buff dogs and I love the bully look. I like the big basketball heads, because I wanted that thickness, because that's that wow factor. I was wild by it. And then I told y'all, the OG told me them dogs is pieces of shit. He told me that shit straight up and down. And he told me why. He told me why. Now, I learned about why when I owned those type of dogs like Red Tiger, Big Bertha, and those bully type dogs that have everybody like, oh shit, oh that dog, oh, all the fan favorite when you see them. But we work our dogs. So what you dealing with, functional focus, right? You got the bullies and you work your bullies. So let's say you do add that to your whole program. You got to do like me. See, I got to cook that out of Red Tiger's genes.
Right.
Because I don't want my dogs dying because they can't work more than 10 minutes. I don't want to have their shoulders blown out whatever, they rears blown out because they get, they joints ain't strong enough in the rear, so they getting blown out because they jumping and shit. I don't want that type of shit. I don't want the big smush, the big heads and the smush the smush muzzles. Even though people love that shit, they love it, and I loved it too, looking at it. But I hated the performance of the dog. I hated having to lose the dog. You know what I'm saying? Dying dogs. I hated that shit, but I loved the way it looked. That shit looked dope. That shit looked dope. You know what I'm saying? But there's a thin line between that. And it goes back to why I got out of the bullies, because I'm not going to go to the shows. I'm not going to just have a dog that I got over there in the house, got to keep it in the AC, got to keep it in the misters, like I got to keep my Frenchies and shit. I don't want no big ass bully that I got to keep in the misters and shit because he can't breathe and shit. I don't want that. But that's the market for those type of dogs. And if you want to compete, you want to get that 5,000 above, you want to get that Bashar money, you know what I mean? When he's talking about 100,000 for his bullies and shit like that, you want that type of bread? Well, you got to have them extreme dogs. And you got to go to the shows too. You can't just have them dogs and don't go to the shows. And think you're going to get that type of money as a businessman. It's not going to happen. At all.
No, yeah, that's facts. And then so like with the bullies, like how you saying how you wanted to be, are you still hearing that feedback?
Nah, you good. It was only when I talk. But go ahead.
Oh. So you were saying, yeah, so you gotta go to the shows, right? So like you were saying how you wanted to come in with some performance type bullies, right? And
Yep.
then so mind you, I'm new. I'm still new. I'm only a year in, right? So I'm still learning all this stuff till this day. Like every day I'm like, oh wow, like this is not like what it was supposed to be, like as far as the performance this and performance that, because then I got into understanding how working dogs don't really make much money compared to the show dogs. Like working dogs, a lot of people who breeding working dogs for real, and they actually giving them out to people who's actually working the dogs, as in hunting, personal protection, they're not spending more than like 3-4 bands on the dog. But then you go flip on to the extra extreme side where the dog can't live more than 5 years genetically, even if they do get them damn tests. A lot of those dogs, you can look at the top studs on a lot of these pages. A lot of the dogs, they'll be, all this, RIP, I never thought I'd make this post so early, and the dog be 3 years old, and it
Yeah.
be an XL, and it's because it got them extreme rear, I'm not rears, extreme fronts, super extreme 200 pounds at 2 years old, stuff like that. And then so that makes it super hard to compete in the sense of like, I'm not even trying to sell to people who, I mean, obviously I want to sell to those type of people, but with it being like that, it's like if you look at the pet prices on these people's, they still be trying to sell those pet prices for like, they be selling those pet prices for 6,000,
What?
7,000. I'm like, yes.
Dang.
And I know this because, I'll be buying dogs, coach. Y'all know this. Yeah. I've been buying these dogs lately.
Yeah.
And then so I've been looking around because I understand like I can't make money I want off of this performance shit. With that being said, I have to get show shit to pay for my performance shit. And vice versa, and vice versa. Like sometimes my working shit to pay for my show shit. And I'm like, okay, I just made 20 bands off this. I could go give me a $15,000 stud fee off the top stud, and then the top studs nowadays, they stud fees is going for 50,000. I
believe it.
got $1,000 deposit on this Jumanji granddaughter. I don't know if y'all know who Jumanji is, but he's like a super top, top hype fucking Merle, stud, XL, all that. And she's a Congo daughter, so she's supposed to have that blood, y'all. Like she's supposed to have that thick blood that we talking about,
Yeah.
And I don't like them type of dogs, mind you. I don't like them dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying? They look cool, but I understand.
It
Like this
ain't
dog,
working right.
yeah, this dog ain't gonna
Yeah.
do nothing.
Yeah,
For my
that's all.
household, they ain't gonna do shit but sit there and look pretty.
Yeah,
And then
wait.
on top of that, with that being said, I have to make sure that it's coat and all this shit looking good. So that means I gotta feed it top tier, make sure it's getting this little amount of exercise, which I don't even like putting that much time into dogs that really can't do nothing for me as a human. Like, nigga, if we have an apocalypse and some shit happens, is my dog gonna be able to do something? You know what I'm saying? That's a different story. But I'm talking like a real dog that can actually do things. You know what I'm saying? And
I
actually,
got a question for you, Functional Focus.
huh?
So, being that you put the deposit on that's that bossy blood, by the way. So,
Yeah.
are you willing to
first and foremost, who are you taking it to? And then second, are you willing to compete at the shows and spend that money and travel and do all that show shit? Because the only way you're gonna recoup that money is you got to make sure you take that daughter or whatever you get. I don't know if it's a stud fee, but you got to put that to another monstrous male or
Yeah.
monstrous female. Not only that, then you got to go take it to the shows and put the work in to be able to sell to those individuals who are buying those dogs. If
The
you don't got
top tier,
that,
yeah, the top tier market.
if you don't have that
So
plan of action, that's a waste of money. I gotta tell you that right now. If you don't have
mhm.
that plan of action right now, or if you planning to take that to your shit, you wasting your money, man. Trust me.
Yeah,
That's a
Nah, none of that's going to my shit. None of that shows. That's all gonna be separate from the working, and because the money's not, it's not there, and to like mixing working and show shit, it's not there. So yeah, all that show shit's gonna be by itself, and I got a pocket pit too, and she's a golden child granddaughter, so she also got studs in her pedigree who's stud fees is 50,000, 10,000, 20, 30, all that. And so she got that top blood too, and she's that pocket shit that's super extreme and thick or whatever. And I got a pocket and I got a XL in a way that's like of those lines because of that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be making no money off of the bullies I got because people don't like that. They're not looking for functionality. They're looking for thickness and they're looking for this and they're looking for that. And then so like I'm like, I got what I think is thickness. What I think is that because I know working dogs, I like, this is how it's supposed to be. But, you know, as
So
far
who
as
you taking that
performance and
female
working,
to?
huh?
Who you taking that female to?
So I'm gonna take that female. I'm gonna line breed that female on Jumanji in order to try to recreate something like him, so I could try to get a top tier stud of my own. Um, I
I
haven't
got
decided. I haven't decided yet, but I'm in between. I'm in between some Brazil. I'm in between like a line breeding and then some Brazilian blood because y'all know that Brazilian blood is starting to run it up now. Like it's really starting to. It's starting to be the new hype. So with this bully stuff, you gotta hop on the hype train
Hype train,
as fast
right?
as you can. You know what I'm saying? So
Real shit.
so before everybody else starts getting the Brazilian blood, I plan on dropping me a little 10, 15 on the little stuffy on the top Brazilian stud. And then, so that could be an option too. It just depends on, because I've asked a couple of them how much they stuffies is going for. And right now, the Brazilian blood's cheaper than the Jumanji shit that I plan on breeding her to, which it would be like an uncle breeding, or maybe I'll take her right back to her dad, which her dad, like that's what like his stuff is too much. Like I can't do that. I think his stuff is 25. I'm not doing that. You feel me? Like
yeah. I was
I'm
about to
not
say the same thing that you just mentioned. I was about to tell you, man, go holler at my peoples over there at Samba Kennels, man. Go holler at
Samba. Yep, that's what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
that's my people at Samba's Kennels. Go holler at her if you're gonna fuck with that. Go get some of
Brazilian.
that blood from her and then to put it in that Jumanji bitch and roll your dice with that if you're gonna play with that. However, if you trying to make money, you're gonna have to spend more money because you gotta go to them shows. If you don't show that dog and make that dog a champion and make them people who buy them type of dogs and pay that type of money to show people respect what you got to where you like, okay, man, I need 8,000 for this dog. You're not gonna be able to eat off the shit. You feel me?
Right.
So I would go with that Brazilian blood. Plus, we love that hybrid vigor. You know what I'm saying? Don't go and do what Bossy already did. Niggas already copied her shit. It's already done.
Yeah, niggas is already line breeding on that shit. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So you take that Brazilian shit from Samba and you go run it into that Bossy shit, and then you fucking make your shit with that, and then you campaign it. That's what you do. But then you're only gonna make your money back when you campaign it. So just understand you're gonna be spending a lot more money because now you got to campaign that dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. That is facts. The shows and all that type of ordeal, and that's why I'm planning on finding me handlers, like reputable handlers, because there's people out here that's not showing their own dogs. They got handlers showing their dogs because they not walking the ring. They're not doing this. They just breeding them dogs. And there's people out here that got their handlers. So I plan on getting me a good handler here that's into the show shit already, breaking them up, breaking them off because that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And getting that dog out there. Some people who's already in tune with trying to get their dog champed out, things like that. And I might end up even doing one of those ordeals where Because there's a lot of money in like this dogs for real. Like, you know, buying dogs with people, putting dogs in other dogs, putting dogs in people's homes, and make sure that they do things like that, like handle, you know, this the handler. You know what I mean? I bought the dog. You know, I send it to you. You champ this dog out. You get broken off. We both win. You feel me? That's how that shit works. So that's what I kind of plan on doing with my show shit. If I'm gonna be completely honest, because I'm not into that show shit, and that's just that. Like, and that's how it's gonna work. Because I'm going to be able to still give me a good big old piece of my bread. Plus, I'll be able to be getting more publicity off of this dog because this dude is handling it, putting it out there for me. And, you know, the people I plan on trying to put these dogs with. I haven't even inquired about it yet, but I know that, you know, I know that I could find some good handlers that'll be willing to boom, boom, boom and get it break off. And then, especially with, you know, her coming off of these top bloodlines, and then like my pocket, especially her coming off these top bloodlines, and then I'm gonna take her right back to her dad to be doubling up on that pedigree, because you know these dogs, they love that pedigree, you know. So once I do that, the pedigree alone, I'm gonna be charging 5 bands for it, you know. And then like off all these dogs, I'm gonna be starting off at these prices, even though I'm not a reputable breeder because of the blood that it is. You see what I'm saying? Like the top kennels is coming from all this type of, and then so once I do get it and I start showcasing it, you know, I'll wait till they're mature, and you know, I'll make it work in that way. So I am willing to, you know, I'm willing to put the money in like I've already have been, and then I feel like in order to win in this shit, you know, in this dog shit, in any business, you have to be willing to take the risk if it weighs out, you know, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm definitely, you know, I'm dedicated, man. You know, I'm dedicated about my, you know, what I want to do and what I want to learn to do, and then so it's gonna be a journey for sure with a lot of money and stuff,
Oh
but you
yeah.
know,
And you gotta make sure them dogs is healthy.
for sure.
Word.
Yeah.
And
Especially
then
when you spending the money you spending, you got to make sure, you know, because like I said, dogs like that, you know, they got the look, but like we talked about, you know, shit, you have them outside, motherfuckers
exactly,
eye on you
They
and shit. Like, what the
living.
fuck? You know, you thinking like
exactly.
they can live like your dogs and shit. All of a sudden, you like, damn, this big
Yep.
ass
Nah, you
$1,000 Jamaican dog can't fucking stand the heat.
can't leave that shit outside throughout the night.
Like, he
Don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna
go
go on.
outside to piss and shit.
That's it. Oh damn. But so yeah. So you know, I'm gonna tap into that market. Hopefully,
Well,
Nah,
not hopefully. I gotta make it work. You know, putting all this money in, ain't no hopes. It's gonna work.
yeah, it gotta work.
yeah, it definitely has to work. It's just gonna take you time. Just
Yeah.
put in your mind, functional focus, that it's gonna take you a lot of time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just
Um,
understand that before you even think you're gonna get out of the red, you're probably not gonna be out of the red. That's all I'm saying. Just understand, especially with that campaign that you're on with the bullies, there's a lot of politics.
facts.
Okay, a lot of that. So you can have the best dogs, but if they ain't fucking with you, you ain't winning shit. It just is
That's
what it is.
facts.
It's gonna take a lot of you campaigning your own shit on your own platforms, but I see you doing, and I respect it. So it's gonna take a lot of that. But the main thing is gonna take you having somebody, either you, your girl, or like you say, your handler, campaigning your dogs and checking that motherfucker out to where
Facts.
you're talking about it. But if you're serious about it, okay, make sure you take don't inbreed shit. I'm letting you know that right now. Don't do that. That's already been done. You need to do
Facts.
something that is your creation.
Different.
And
Yeah,
higher vigor is going to make you a winner.
that's
Now,
facts.
it's not always guaranteed that you're going to pick out the right one. See?
Hmm.
However, if you do what we be teaching, you can. Let's say you did that breeding right with that Brazilian and that damn bossy shit, and you made sure that all them dogs went to your close people that you can always tap into. Now, whatever turns out, you got it.
Facts.
See, if I did that breeding, if I was you and I spend the type of money I'm about to spend, I'm keeping all them puppies.
All of them. Word.
Ain't nothing going out to nobody, or they gonna be put. People gonna be pretty much. They're gonna be put to people that I can always go and tap into and use the dog. That dog turned out. My homeboy got it. I gave it to my homeboy. Hey, you take care of it. It turned out to be better than the one I got. I'm campaigning that one he got
Facts.
Facts. Yeah.
because I spent the money to make that breeding happen. But you don't know who's gonna turn out to be what. You don't know that shit. That there's no puppy. You ain't gonna know.
Yeah, that's facts.
So you have to be in it like that. You got to be saying, okay, I'm investing in shit. I ain't gonna make no money. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be losing money. But I need to campaign these dogs, and I need all of them so I can know which one is going to be the dog that's going to put me on. And then that's how you got to see it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, with the performance dogs, it's going to take a lot of time with those as well. But of course, you're not going to get as much, especially with the pit bulls. You ain't getting shit. You know,
Man,
you was able to get you some quality DNA overseas, and you spent what you spent. How much you spent for that dog, if we might ask, man?
Altogether, I spent 5 bands on that bitch.
Okay, so you spent 5 bands. These niggas out here in America ain't getting no 5,000 for no pit bull.
yeah,
Hell no.
yeah. Pit bulls ain't going for no 5,000.
But that's the Pierce. That's the Pierce. She got the Pierce, and I know you always be talking about this. So I could name dogs even up closer. You know what I'm saying? She got like the purest, like send me the Arab shit in the USA. So that'd be some red boy shit. She got the purest shit in the USA. Once I post a pedigree, that shit gonna all make sense. I already got a whole bunch of top tier kennels when it comes to pedigree or game dogs, and pit bulls following niggas and hit me up. Oh yeah, what you gonna do with her? Look at this male. So I think that like you said, that shit ain't gonna make no money though. But she is the purest, so I'm hoping I could get a little bit more, just because how them pedigree peddlers be going, and how niggas like that pedigree shit, and especially in the game dog shit is now more than ever. Niggas is asking more about pedigree and talk about more about pedigree than the actual dog than ever in the pit bull shit, and that's one thing I always used to love is niggas don't care about pedigree that much. Like they gonna ask what they got in it, boom, boom. All right, we know this. I see the dog in front of me. But nowadays in the game dog world, I don't know if y'all still, in tune all the pages and all this and all that, but they talking about pedigree more than ever. And then so me having like some of the most purest shit, like factually, like I'll be looking at some people that be calling they shit the purest shit, and I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? No, sir. You ain't got as much. But like you were saying, that's that inbred shit, right? So what I could do with her, I feel like the possibilities is endless. The outcrosses I could make, and I could make, cook up, and niggas is gonna be in tune. I already got people. I'm about to have their ass sign up for this waiting list for this breeding, put down deposits on spots that's not even alive yet. She's only 4 months. I'm gonna have like 3 breedings. I'm gonna have on wait list for her ass, 4 spots for each, in hopes that she has 4 puppies at least. 6 puppies at least, so I could keep at least a male and a female off each. Things like that. Off of that pit bull. That's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully I can sell her pups for like 2 bands.
Functional
25.
focus. This is what you're gonna learn about the pit bull game. Okay, this is what you're gonna learn, especially the game one. Them niggas is just talking.
Yeah.
Them niggas is broke as fuck. Okay, they will tell you everything, especially them pedigree watchers.
Yeah.
Oh, is it this? Oh, it's this and that and the third. Shut up with that stupid shit. You ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna spend what I spent. They not gonna spend $5,000 like you spent $5,000. They gonna be bitching about $2,000. They gonna be bitching about $1,000. They gonna want them backyard newspaper fucking prices. Oh man, can I get it for 500? Can I get that worker man's price? They gonna want that shit. Now, the reason why your man Thor over there overseas can get what he get, because the majority of people that buy his dogs is not from America. Okay, there's few individuals who buy my man's dogs from the United States. You being one of them. Most of his dogs, if you follow him, like I've been following him for a long time. He follows me. He respects what I do. I respect what he do, and I watch.
and the majority of his dogs is going overseas.
Facts.
Okay, so those individuals overseas, because a lot of them type of dogs is banned, they'll pay for that shit. But America, the people who getting them is like you, fanciers, motherfuckers who really respect the pedigree, who really want them type of dogs, who want something different. You want to import, so you'll pay that extra, whatever, plus shipping, $5,000 to get your dog. Okay, you do that. But see, you have this dog, has this pedigree. People, hey, let me see the ped. Let me see the ped. They'll pull your dick with that shit. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, then like you said, hey man, I need whatever, $2,500 for these puppies. All right, man, I need $1,000 deposit, man. I mean, all right, man, I'll put it down and you ain't gonna get no motherfucking deposit. Like this is what
Facts.
you learn. This is what you're gonna learn. And being that you know what I'm saying, y'all like my younger brothers and stuff. So I gotta look out for y'all. Okay. You're gonna get your dick pulled playing with these individuals. Okay. You are better off doing that breeding and placing them dogs with people that you can always, especially when it's like that you can always use them. Until you kind of get your level up with your program, build your following with your program, build your people who want your type of dogs, to where once you establish yourself with your DNA and your dogs and your productions, then you can ask, okay, well, shit, I paid $5,000, but I'm gonna take care of y'all. I'm gonna give y'all 2,000. Give me 2,000 for these. They've been following you. They done seen what you produce with it. They willing to give you 2 for that shit. It's kind of like how homeboy overseas is getting what he getting.
Right.
Facts.
Okay. There's another cat that be on Instagram. He be on YouTube too. Was it is it, what do he call himself? Captain America, Pitbull America. I think y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talking about. What is it?
Is it something? Is it not? Is it Captain
You
America?
said Captain America?
Pitbull America, something like that. What's he? What does he call himself, man? He's in Miami. He got all them damn he's in Florida. He got all them like old school game dogs. Shit. What is his
Fuck,
name?
I don't know.
I gotta look up his name, man. But shit. Anyway, I'll think about it. It'll come to my mind. But anyway, he got a lot of that old school blood and stuff like that. And he ain't even charging what homeboy charging overseas. You know what I'm saying? Like he be selling out his dogs too. But
That's facts.
he got to price them to us. Let's see. I think my man told me. Okay, so I had a gentleman who bought one of AK's puppy and was buying one of homeboys. What is it, Captain Pitbull or something like that? This is his name. He got he got some dope ass old school bloodline and shit. Like he be selling out his dogs too. But he was telling me that homeboy was asking $2,500 for his shit. You know what I'm saying? Get him. He had some Bolio. He got all kind of shit.
Got to check him out.
Yeah, I gotta find his name. I'll send him to you, man. He got a lot of that old shit. He been fucking with the old timers and shit. He got all that blood, kind of like how Pitbull Thor, that dude over there, got that old blood. He got a lot of that shit too. But he charged like $2,500. That's on the high end for pit bulls.
That's the max.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's the max niggas is paying for a pit bull.
That's how
So
much it's a cost for blue pits.
oh shit, but I don't even think motherfuckers is buying blue pits no more.
Yeah, not
That's dumb.
they're not calling them blue pits no more. Niggas is calling them bullies now, and that's why they're not nope.
Yeah,
So-
that
They ain't fucking with the
trend
blue
is
pits
gone.
no more.
Yeah, that trend is gone, man.
Cause I can call my dog a blue pit if we're gonna be honest. We look at his pedigree, you can call him a blue pit bull, but I call him a bully. He an American bully, and that's what he is. That's what I mark him as, because that's what he, that's what the society's, that's how standard, based off standard, that's what he'll basically go by now. It's like a classic bully, rather than a blue pit, which is what he really could classify as, is how he acts, how he is. Just what he is, his grandfather, his dad, his mom, all of they like pit bulls and they 2000s type dogs. They all inbred as fuck. So that blood is just hella tight from the 2000s, 1990s, all that. Blue
Yeah.
pits ain't in shop no more.
Right.
I
Exactly.
know this because I got blue pits.
Well, it's just it goes back to ignorance and people who aren't educated in dogs and understand genetics and stuff like that. A color don't dictate a dog, man. You know what I mean? I don't ever let a color tell me what type of dog I got. If
Right.
it's a bulldog, it's a bulldog. It could be pink and shit. I don't give a fuck. If that dog is really a bulldog phenotypically and genotypically, it's a bulldog. You know what I'm saying? However, based off of trends, it goes back to what we're talking about. If you're doing this as a business, you got to understand that trends play when it comes to money. So if you're trying to market a blue pit bull in today's time, you're not going to eat. It's just a fact.
No.
Okay. Now, if you were back in the early 2000s, then you eating.
Yep.
Yeah. For sure.
Because that's what I wanted. That's what a lot of people wanted. They wanted them blue pits. That's what I know for sure. I made sure I got some too. But I know for sure when I see my Negroes having one, I was like, yo, how did you get a pit bull that color? Oh, man, I got it from whoop, 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 whoop. I'm like, okay, I need one of those. And I got it. But at the same time, now they want to downplay because of what the bully game did to the blue pit bull. What the bully game did to it. You know what I'm saying? They took the pit out of the blue pit.
Yep. Hey, I'm gonna send you, coach, after this, whatever. I'm gonna send you a picture of the blue pit I'm talking about in my dog pedigree. That real pit bull, like you was talking about, game dog, real blue game dog.
Yeah, they've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let these ignorant individuals who think they pit bull connoisseurs tell you that there's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, I beg to differ.
Who you talking about? Cricket Mouse?
Huh?
Who you talking about? Cricket Mouse?
I'm talking about anybody who twists their mouth up and say that dumb shit. Anybody who just who regurgitates that bullshit. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ignorant, man. That's why I say it's like with what you got going on, Functional Focus, man, you got a lot of quality pieces, man. Understand it's going to take you some time. Understand you're going to get a lot of naysayers. Understand you ain't going to make no money for a long time.
Long time.
What I mean by that is you'll sell puppies, but you're going to be so much in the fucking red, it's going to take you a long time to get out. Like me.
Facts.
Okay?
I'm
Like
already
me.
seeing that. I'm already seeing that off my first litter. I thought I was gonna get a lot more, if I'm gonna be honest. But then I seen the market and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm seeing how people treating how people trying to treat my productions over these niggas' productions, even though I'm showcasing my productions could do things at 6 weeks and they acting like this or whatever at 6 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. They act in a certain way that should be favored or sought after, in my opinion. Us, we looking for those type of things, confidence, looking for drive, looking for I don't be showcasing the things that I really would showcase if I were to call them working dogs. But like them getting active with each other and shit, the little puppies, man. My little blue shits that everybody would frown upon, but oh yeah, it's a blue dog, I ain't doing shit. Hey, listen, I just fed my little 6-week-old puppies a live feed today. And let me tell you, them motherfuckers didn't even know that thing was alive. When I tell you them dogs didn't even I'm talking about looking like little pit bulls. I'm talking about real little pit bulls. And so like I'm seeing how they treating these little things who's functional, who can move, who look beautiful. And I'm selling to the right, like I've got the right people hitting me up, the active people, the people who got pit bulls already. I'm like, okay, these niggas is not paying. They ain't trying to pay no money. They trying to lowball me. Like you were saying, coach, they looking at these dogs like some game dogs or something. I'm like, nah, bitch. Ain't no game dog now. Don't try to lowball me with no 300, no 500, They be trying to lowball.
That's what they're gonna do with your red. What you got? An Eli dog? That's what they're gonna do.
Red boy Boyo.
Yeah, that's
Red
what
boy
they're
Jocko
gonna do.
Boyo shit.
They're gonna be lowballing you the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Already
Hit you
know.
the same way. You gonna be like, what? This is da 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 da. The pedigree, whoo, man. Oh man,
Yeah.
for that. Can I get it for this? You know what I'm saying? So I want to comment on what Chris said, man. He says they're not blue pit bulls, those are staffies. Well, if you really think about it, okay, pit bulls and the staffies is damn near two in the same. Okay. Now, with that being said, there's a reason why, the staffs came into play based off of, UKC versus AKC type dogs versus ADBA type dogs versus the whole, negative uh, publicity on the American Pit Bull Terriers. Okay. So in order to have them dogs accepted to the AKC and all that stuff, they had to change them to staffs. Now, when it comes to breeding performance dogs, the old timers knew by just sheer experimentation that, you know what, I might have to take some of these staffies, if you want to call them that. In their eyes, they was just regular pit bulls, even though they called staffs. And based off of those being bred for show dogs versus performance dogs, because when they were breeding performance dogs back in the day, it wasn't about functionality, it wasn't about no structure, it was about the pit. So those dogs can look any kind of way. Those dogs can be one-trick ponies, which is you inbred them, you know what I mean? They be dumbed out, they be unstable, you know what I'm saying? But they want to kill. That's all they wanted for them pit dogs. But the staff was bred because they had to compete in the shows. So they got to make sure they functional. They got to make sure they got the structure. They got to make sure they fit the standards. You know what I'm saying? So the look of them dogs brought a whole different, perspective to the pit bull, okay, which they call them staffs. Now, when they intertwined them staffs with the pit bull to the old timers, they was like, shit, that's two in the same. Or, man, that staff got some damn shit my pit bull don't got. I'm breeding that staff. Should that staff go harder than my pit bull? Let me breed my pit bull to that staff. Now, the color part of the thing, this is what I'm talking about. This is how you understand genetics. When you breed in dogs, we don't necessarily, let's go with the old timers. They didn't have DNA profiles to understand which dogs to breed to what, and then they were going to get a certain color. They were just breeding dogs. They happened to breed a dog with dilute genes on both sides, which is opposite of black, a lighter variation of black. The dilute.
It is black, yeah. Diluted version is black.
So then they breed two dogs with a dilute gene, and then they get, let's say, a red. They get a red nose. They get a fawn. Oh shit, we get a seal. Remember they call them damn dogs with the little brown tint, the off blacks. They call them the seal. They get that seal color. Oh shit, I got a fucking gray one. Yep. They still was pit bulls.
Yep.
And they used to call them gray. And then when people start calling them blue, that's when they stop hating. That's when they start hating them. Yep.
Hey, coach.
Yep.
Facts.
No, Amstaff's my breed, so I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? for the simple fact that they are two different dogs. Like, they are related, but they are two different dogs. And the reason why is the Amstaff is way bigger than a true American Pit Bull Terrier. Way bigger dog. And so when you think about the weight class, what's the weight class of an average pit bull? 30, 35 pounds?
Yeah.
Correct.
Amstaff is going, 60, 70 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more muscle. The legs are different. Pit bull's a little bit more slimmer. Staffy's got a thicker neck. So what happens is, it's like this. It's like the terrier side of the pit bull, right? So when you think about it, they were using like Patterdales when you talking about the old timers. So they were using them. They were shorter. They was smaller pit bulls, and then as they, so it's true what you said about. Also, it's true about what you said about the AKC, because the AKC wanted nothing to do with the pit bull. So they say that they call them Amstaffs, right? But it's technically two different breeds, and the AKC actually fucked up the Amstaff breed because they label the Amstaff the pit bull when it's two different dogs, and that's where the confusion comes in at. So like, even like when I take my dogs to the vet, they like, this a pit bull. I'm like, this is not a fucking pit bull. Like, a pit bull wouldn't weigh, you know what I'm saying, fucking 80 pounds. Like, you know what I'm saying, 75 pounds. It wouldn't weigh that. You know what I mean? Pit bull gonna stop at what, like 40 pounds, 50 pounds. You might get 55 pounds, like shit like that. Like it's very slender. We talking about the real American Pit Bull Terrier. So it's a little bit different, but it is the same thing. It's the same thing. But if you really do your research like on it, like you'll see that they both came from different places too, because I believe the Amstaff came from England. If I'm not, I'm going off the brain, so I'm not. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I know what I'm talking about at the same time. But the pit bull was I can't remember off the top, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I try to do everything in my head and not Google shit. But at the same,
Remember,
like, yeah, huh?
remember the variances. There's variances of these dogs. All of these dogs got variances. Like how we was talking about the Doberman, how it's a Doberman, and then there's Doberman pinchers.
Absolutely. It's I mean it's classes of all types of dogs. It's just like,
So it's
you know,
like,
you got the American Bulldog, what you got Painter's American Bulldog, you got like it's all
yeah,
types of different
yeah,
variants as well, and different bloods and breeds and bloodlines, which make the dogs a little bit different. So I do agree with you there too.
yeah.
All I'm saying is this, and what you're saying is correct. So everything that everybody's saying is correct. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the foundation and the reasons why certain dogs became what they became. The Amstaff became what it became. Both dogs were originally bred, the Pit Bull and the Amstaff. They were still the same type of dogs, but just a different genetic variants, like what young Reddy was talking about, and was used for a certain type of purpose. Now, the ingredients had a variance to it, but you know, is it a pit bull or not? I would still consider a Staffordshire a pit bull. Staffordshire pit bull, right? Or Staffordshire Terrier is still is to me as a pit bull, even though they were used in a different way. And the old timers understood that because you would have a Staffordshire doing what a pit bull would do. Maybe that Staffordshire would even do better than that pit bull would do when it came to its prey drive, if that makes sense.
Right.
So the old timers, they were just saying, hey, yeah, that's a staff, but that's a fucking bulldog to the old timers.
Yeah.
So now that still doesn't negate the fact that if I'm breeding, let's say, two different family of pit bulls, and I go to my homeboy back in the early 1900s, and let's say I bred myself into a corner, but my homeboy got something I want, and let's say it's a whatever color it might be, and then we breed the dogs, and shit, guess what I get? I get a damn blue damn dog. I'm still calling it a pit bull. I'm not calling it nothing else other than that. It's just a blue pit. And we got to understand as dog men that there's nothing new under the sun. These colors ain't nothing new.
That's facts.
There's
The
nothing
baggies
new. Blue ain't no new fucking color in no damn pit bull. That shit been around since the damn pit bull been around. It's a fact.
It's been around.
So if I have a family of dogs and they happen to be red, like old family red nosed dogs, and I'm breeding a family of red dogs, guess what? I'm gonna have a whole bunch of red dogs.
Yeah.
But the homeboy down the way in freaking New York, he got these blacks and these grays and these chocolates and these blues, and his is pit bulls. Why am I gonna tell him, oh shit, that ain't no pit bull? Cats don't give a fuck what you bring in the damn ring. It's a wait and a date. So you tell me them old timers didn't see no blue pit bulls?
There's actually a blue champion. A couple of them.
Yeah,
Right. It's records showing that the old timers had blue dogs. They had blue dogs back in the day.
Yep.
Whether you want to say it's a staff mix or a pit bull mix, they were blue dogs that were used in the pit that they call pit bulls, period. So, but like I'm saying, if you understand the dogs, you understand purpose, you understand genetics, you can say to yourself, I don't care what color the dog is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it was then.
If the dog was in the pit, he was a winner. He might have looked like a piece of shit. He might look like a hound dog, but if he was in the pit and he was winning, that's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him a pit bull. That's what they're gonna call him. If he's knocking down your champion and he looked like a hound dog and he's in the pit, and this owners is calling him a pit bull, but he looks like a fucking hound dog, they're not gonna say that's a hound dog. They're gonna defend that dog as long as he's a champion. Oh, that dog wasn't a hound dog. That dog wasn't mixed. You know how they do a Mayday and shit. Oh, that dog wasn't mixed with this. That dog is this and that and the third. Because he's a champion. Now, if that dog was a loser, then they'd be talking shit about him.
Yeah.
Well, that dog was a mix. That dog was a mutt. That dog was a piece of shit. That dog was mixed with this. That dog was mixed with that. So us as dog men, we can't get caught up, especially when we talk about performance dogs. We can't get caught up in genetic characteristics. This ain't no show dog. That shit only counts in the show ring. Not when it comes to performance.
Facts.
That's just what it is. You know what I mean? We can debate this all day because now we can look back on what dogs, and we can understand what dogs are supposed to look like and act like, so we can comment after the fact. But those old timers that was out there really campaigning in the performance ring, it wasn't a dog show. You know what I'm saying? Cats wasn't prancing their dog around like, and you had a judge over there like, okay, look at that. Oh yeah, that looks like the pit bulls I like. Oh, that's a pit bull. You get champion. No, it's like, man, put that piece of shit in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that dog. That dog done knocked off 7-8 dogs already, man. That dog's a grand champion. You know how them dogs was looking back at them warrior dogs. Them dogs looking like beat up. You know what I mean? Them dogs was beat up. All kinds of Think about it. No teeth. Some of them didn't have no teeth. Ears torn off. Legs is, half legs and shit. That shit, they're real warriors.
Yeah.
You think somebody was caring what color that dog was? It's just now. It's now that people want to commentate because they don't know no better. They wasn't around then. They only know what they know. You only know what's in your yard and what you saw. That's ignorance to me. I don't know every dog around in the world. I can't comment and tell you there ain't no such thing. How can I tell you that if I ain't never been around the world and seen every damn dog?
Right.
The audacity of me tell you there ain't no such thing as this and ain't no such thing as that. Them cats out there in China might be fighting 100-pound pit bulls.
Oh yeah.
And wrecking shit with them. But me over here in America, there ain't no such thing as a 100-pound pit bull. Says who? Says you? Why would I believe you? So, we just, and that goes back into the 2024. A lot of that propaganda and stuff be going out because it's things that people want to hear, that things that are agreeable, people hop onto. Yeah. Because everybody else is going, yeah, versus like, come on, let's be real with ourselves. Come on, man. I mean, have you seen every pit bull on the planet? No. Okay. Do you know every breeder? Do you know every champion that's ever been a champion? No. You only know what people tell you, right? Yeah. So then why are we acting like we know something we really don't? Well, because that's what everybody else says. Okay, well then shit, are you a sheep? If everybody goes and jumps off the cliff, are you going to jump off with them? Because they say when you jump off this cliff, you go into heaven. Hey, coach, we jump off this cliff. Guess what? Jesus is going to catch us, man. We ain't going to feel no pain. Jesus is going to catch us. We're going right to heaven, man.
Hey.
You mean it? I'm not going to feel nothing? No, man. You're going to go right to eternal life in heaven, and you're going to be right with Jesus Christ. Come on, let's jump. You think I'm jumping because you say it? Shoot, I might have to ask for forgiveness, man. I might have sinned just fucking an hour ago. Nigga. So that's how we got to understand with these dogs and stuff like that. It's like you guys, take what you hear and shit. What I always say, eat the bone marrow. You know what I mean? The nutrients in the bone marrow, man, and spit out the rest, man. That meat's temporary, man. You eat that meat, that shit's temporary, man. That bone marrow's that nutrients. You know what I'm saying? But that's hard to get to. It's hard to decipher.
Oh
And
yeah.
you guys got to go into this dog thing with your own agenda, but at the same time, you got to be educated with it too. It's like, okay, I hear you, whoever's speaking, but my mind says there's more to what I'm hearing. So you got to accept that. You just can't take what you hear and just, okay, that's game and shit. Because people just tell you things because they want your agreement to it. They ain't gonna just tell you things because you know what? It's the truth.
Right.
They want you to high five. Yeah. They want to.
Yes.
They want the crowd.
Yes, man. Shit.
Yes, man. Shit for sure. You know what I mean? So we can never get into that. And like I said, I done played the pedigree game. You know what I'm saying? Like what you doing? Functional focus. What you doing, family? I done did that already. You know what I'm saying? I done bought dogs with top tier pedigrees. I done bred them. You know what I'm saying? I done had, back in 97, I done bought me, some dope ass red dogs with the top tier pedigrees. Me and my cousin, we spent the bread. We was the first out of our campus that was spending that type of money for taking dogs. And, we got a chance to see them work.
Can't hear you.
Huh?
We can't hear you.
Functional focus, you put yours on mute. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, I bought them type of dogs where the pedigree was, ooh ah. And I have partners who had dogs that was, so-called the type of dogs. But what I learned too was that a dog in my hands from the same pedigree in your hands might be a totally different dog based off of how I nurture my dog.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I learned that. Why my dog and me and my cousin got two top tier type dogs from two different breeders. His dogs was with it, man. His dog was really with all that shit. Okay. So was mine. But how I dealt with my dog and how he dealt with his dog, my dog always had the advantage over his dog, just based off of how I dealt with him, based off of how my dog wanted to deal with me. So that was something that I learned just by trial and error. It wasn't because your dog had this paper, your dog was going to be the best. It wasn't about that. That's how people talk nowadays. Your dog's is this bloodline is going to be the best. Or if it's bred this way, you got better dogs. And that's not necessarily true.
Right.
And with the pit bull game, that's how they be talking. Because you can't really test the way they used to back in the day. You can't do that no more because there's trouble behind that. And we don't condone that type of lifestyle with dogs. So that's not even what we're going to be doing. But if you're still trying to act like that's what your dog is when it's really not, then, shit, you can leave everything up to interpretation. And people fall into that shit. That, this blood and this paper is what makes my dog what it is. No, it doesn't. You can have a mutt with the fucking shitty pedigree run all your fucking tier pedigree shit. And what you gonna say then? It's just a different game that we play in now. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, with 2024 and even before that, but with 2024, that shit right now, people understand nowadays that shit is cap. All that pedigree shit is cap. That shit ain't. If you believe in that shit nowadays, man, come on, man. Like you better get away from that shit right there.
Gotcha.
Like you better not. You like, bro, that shit's dead, man. That shit. That's just really understanding. I mean, it's been dead, but like functional focus says, like people get excited. Like when he mentioned his pedigree, cats be over there jerking his dick. No homo. Like they be over there, hey, they were like, oh man, you got what? Oh, you got what? Oh. Go ahead, functional focus.
No, I was saying that's facts. That's big facts. And then like I was saying earlier, man, I can't stand that type of stuff. And then so back to the topic, how you saying, like how we was talking about like what we've seen this past year. That's another big thing that we've seen this year is like a lot of the, that pedigree really, really being pushed. If you look at these people pages, you can see that the post of the dog's pedigree is getting more views and more likes and more comments than the actual dog itself. If you go and actually look, and I'm doing this research because like I've been saying, I'm new, So I have to do these type of research on analytics and on things like this so that I could try to make sure that I'm fitting criteria of these top tier, you know what I'm saying, of some sort of criteria. You kind of got to, if you're doing this type of breedings, you spending this type of money, you got to fit some sort of criteria to spend,
Get in
to
that
get some,
algorithm.
yeah, to get it exactly. And so I have to study these type of things and look at these type of things. And I see, like, in 2024, a whole year I've been in, at least, I see pedigrees more than I see the dog. You see what I'm saying? Like, any breeding, right or wrong, that you see of any type of bully or any sort, they showing the pedigree more than they showing the dogs.
The
You gotta
sales
go on the
paper.
page to go look and scroll and find the dog before you could, you know what I'm saying? You seeing pedigree and you seeing dogs in the back before you could even see the actual dog itself, And that's another thing that I've seen, like you was saying, like that pedigree shit, it's like when you're jumping in like this, it's another factor. Like outside of the dogs, you're like, man, I could have the most top tier shit outside of my, even outside of my marketing, outside of this boom, 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 and shit. Um, and damn, I can't get nowhere because my pedigree not even like they're looking at the dogs in the back, and I got some shit right here in front of them. I'm like, yeah, look at this dog.
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, who's he got behind him? Oh, who is he off of? That's the first question niggas ask. Who's he off of? What are you talking about? Who's he off of?
That
I'm
shit.
showing you my dog right here.
But they not gonna buy the
That
shit
shit
either.
sound like they trying to trade Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's how the
Yeah.
game
Fuck.
is. It's like it's hard to jump in with it how it is right now. Like it's like,
But they're not even gonna buy the shit. Even though you got that type of shit, when you got it on deck in their face, they not gonna buy it.
Yep.
That's what's gonna give you a reality check. Like you'll come in and you'll do all your assessment, like you mentioned. Like you go and you like, okay, let me make sure I come in the game like the game is. Like you come in with your uniform on, you got the right cleats on, you qualified, you get in there, you play, and you trying to start, and you wonder why you ain't starting. You like, yo, I qualified to start. Why am I not a starter? Well, then you figure out what the game is truly about. You know what I'm saying? It's a Ponzi scheme.
Yep.
Okay. It's a Ponzi scheme. Those people that are getting the type of money that you think that you would get based off of you coming in the game qualifying, if you're not a part of their little Ponzi scheme, you're not eating off that money. It's just that this is how it works.
facts, big fact.
But us as dogmen, right? New dogmen, we coming in the game, we don't know that. We're learning it. You know what I'm saying? I already came in the game coming in and creating my own shit. So I didn't come in on the piggyback. I didn't come in there piggybacking off anybody. I came in taking genetics and making my own shit. However, I still do like you do, functional focus. I watch the game. I study the game. I see them. I see what everybody's doing. I understand it. I get it. And then I see only the same people eating and nobody else. I see all the people who are coming in trying to eat off of it, and they're not eating. They got all that blood. They're not getting that money. Nobody's buying from them. And they're wondering why. Well, now you should know why now. You're not a part of that damn Ponzi scheme, nigga. That's a Ponzi scheme. The dog game is a Ponzi scheme unless you really got that shit that nobody got. If you got that shit that nobody got, then you really got your wave. And salute to you if you got that. But if you buying what the trends are, if you're not a part of that, let's say that bossy trend, or my homegirl over there with the Samba Kennels trend, you ain't a part of that trend, you ain't eating off that shit. It is what it is.
Big facts.
I'm just saying it is what it is, man. It is how it goes. That's why when I got an AK dog, I wasn't feeding off of Gunner and Lion's Lair. I was feeding off my own shit. Cause I knew I wasn't gonna get that. I wasn't gonna sell no AK puppies for 12,000. I ain't fucking Lion's Lair.
You don't even mention them motherfuckers though.
Because I know better. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm already studied. I'm already versed in business and sales. I'm already versed in the game because I study it. I'm out there in the stands. I watch everybody's podcast. I study everybody's pages. I watch the people that I look up to as far as what type of dogs that they got and how they campaign. I study the shit.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. However, I know that I'm not them. I know that my vision is not theirs. So when I buy a dog from them, I know that I have to create my own lane. Yeah, I got a dog I can brag about,
Facts. Yeah.
and I can say this dog is off of this, and this dog is off of that, and this dog comes from this. Yeah, people will salute me. Oh, you bought one off of that? They'll do that, but they're not going to pay what I paid. I know better than that. I know you know. Because if you would have bought what I got from Lions Den. You would have went over like I did and paid the 12 bands.
Right.
But you admiring me because I paid it and you couldn't pay it. So now you asking like, oh, I want one off of AK. Okay, well, shit, I paid 12. Give me fucking 8,000. Yeah, right. Come on. Yeah, right. $8,000. Come on, stop, coach. You know, I talk to myself like that. Yeah, right, coach. They're not gonna. Well, I paid 12. You know, I'm having a debate with myself, y'all. I paid 12. They should be able to pay 8. Nigga, they ain't paying no 8,000. Stop it. You know. So now I gotta adjust my price to my market. Okay. Well, shit. You know, yeah, y'all like where you come from. Well, you know, give me 4,000. Even though I want 6,000, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But most people don't get that part of the game. See, and that's why I want to teach you guys who are coming to the game, especially you, Functional Focus, because you coming to the game like I was back early bird, where you buying your pieces.
Yes, sir.
Buying your pieces, I want to give you a hindsight. I want to show you the future and like, look, bro, it's going to take you some years. You're going to be in the red for a long time. As long as you accept that shit, you good. As long as you accept that you're going to campaign your own program.
Yes, sir.
Like how you said you get a piece from that Jumanji, you get a piece, maybe you get a piece from the Brazilian shit. Now you come up with your own recipe so that now when you got a production, they say, oh, that's a, you know, niggas will do this shit to you. Oh, that's a fucking bossy dog. You know, that's your dog. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's a Samba Kennels dog. You don't want motherfuckers to say that shit to you.
Nah.
And you want to say,
yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
You feel me? Like you want them to, you want them to say, well, who's that off of? Oh man, that's off of, you know, my bossy Jumanji bitch, and I bred it to this Samba Kennels, whatever and then I created my own shit. That's my shit. Oh, okay. Because guess what? They can't get that unless they get it from you.
Facts.
Not no.
And that's why I took notes from you. Took notes from you for so long before I even start posting or before I even start. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm taking notes because I understand. I know why so many podcasts. I understand. He done said it so many times. You're not gonna make no money trying to pioneer, trying to do this and you gotta make that shit your own. And I've learned that shit because you was talking about AK so much and how. And when I first learned that you got it from Lions Lair, I went to go do my little research on them. I'm like, damn, I wouldn't even have known that he got the, you know, AK from a kennel that's top followers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I look up to because like I'm gonna make everything my own shit. It's all gonna be functional focus. And if you skim through my posts, most of the time in my posts you see me say my name in my posts. Functional Focus Kennels. You feel me? Like this is my shit. And even if I got it from somebody else, Functional Focus Kennels, I'm putting it somewhere in the post where you can see that and it sticks. I'm putting it all caps. I'm putting emojis around it.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit, gang.
You feel me? Because like you said, I understand that even though I'm 30,000 invested 1 year in, you feel me? I understand wholeheartedly. I understand, and I got the money too to understand that I'm not gonna make no money off of this. You know what I'm saying? This right here for a while, and I have to build my name and build, and I respect that you put that game out there for newcomers like me who got the funds to make plays and who got the drive and ambition, but they're willing to take the notes. Like I'm willing to take the notes and really understand. Like, okay, I'm about to be broke as fuck. When it comes to dogs, but I'm making my plays on the outside and making shit work, and then my marketing and my promotion, boom, boom, boom. And then it's all gonna come together 3-4 years down the line when I got me a good little following, and I could actually,
And it will. And it will because you know why? You know why? First and foremost, you in the classroom and you paying attention and taking your notes, but at the same time, you buying quality DNA. Can't nobody the dogs that you got? I mean shit, I'm clapping. I mean, Duro, all the family is clapping over here for you.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
old boy over there from Thor, you know what I'm saying? He's saluting you. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's like, we see what you're doing, but my thing for y'all is that being that I'm a player coach, my thing is to let y'all know, okay, man, if you follow this and you hit that gap, everybody play their position, hit their hole right, we scoring a touchdown or we gonna get a first down. I want to make sure that you can understand that if we follow these plays exactly the way they've been drawn up and we execute, we will score eventually. It's gonna take some time. However, you have all the pieces. You've prepared yourself. Like you said, you put up your pedigree, you're going to get your dick pulled and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just preparing you for the type of audience that you're dealing with. The type of audience and the community that you're dealing with, they're not going to do what you do. They wouldn't go overseas and spend that 5 bands on that fucking top tier dog you got from Thor. They're not doing that. They're not going to go and get them a freaking nature and spend $12,000 on an AK. They're not going to do that. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, okay, we got to understand together that, you know what we doing is, you know, it's not nothing new, but it's unorthodox to the way things are done today, because everybody takes the path of least resistance. Everybody takes what everybody else is doing and they ride with that, versus taking what you know and say, okay, I want to create better than what Thor and them got. Or y'all get one of AK's daughters and y'all tell me, coach, I'm trying to produce better than AK. That's the shit I want to be like hearing from y'all. That's what I want to hear. Like, yo, coach, we getting this piece because we want to make better than woo, 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 woo. Because that's what I'm saying to myself in the lab when I got an AK.
Big facts.
I need to make better than AK.
Yeah,
so if y'all not saying that to your breeders or to yourself, first and foremost, but to people that you're getting dogs from, or if you say, hey, I just want another AK, coach, I'm like, well, shit, what the fuck, nigga? You bought one. You bought another AK. Now, are you going to produce another AK? Well, then why are you breeding for? You're supposed to be trying to make it better. You know, I want to come to y'all and be like, yo, bruh, what you produce, I need a piece of that, man. I need some of that vigor over here, man. I need to go extend that bread back to you. The bread you put in my pocket, I'm about to put it back in yours. Because y'all just raised the bar. But see, that's not something, that's the road less traveled when it comes to what we doing over here. Because, you know, you got to think outside the box. You got to deal with all the naysayers, the haters, and the spectators that want to come in there and tell you, you ain't got this and you can't do that. And that dog ain't this and that dog ain't that. And you got to weed yourself away from all that and stay focused and do your thing. Also, what I tell y'all to do is same thing I did when I saw Lion's Lair. So if you go back into my earlier days when I was new to social media, period, I had MySpace back in MySpace, and that's when I was doing music. That was early 2000s and shit. But I wasn't doing dogs like that and promoting dogs. I was promoting my music. But after that, Facebook, I didn't do no Facebook. I didn't know IG, nothing until 2018, I think it was. I started, you know, promote my dogs. Okay. Now, I didn't really know how to promote. I just was doing just regular videos. I didn't understand the algorithm. I didn't understand shit. However, when I came across Lion's Lair and I saw how everything had a theme to it, it was a theme to their fucking page, which is every dog looking like athletes, action photos, action videos. I was on there just scrolling and liking and commenting. I was just mesmerized by the page because I love the way the dogs look. And that was my vision for my dogs, to have performance type dogs. So you know what I did? I studied him and I fucking mimicked how he did it, which is my dogs need to be looking like they performance dogs. If you see how my progression was showing my dogs, you see my dogs in performance type poses and, you know, action photos. Once I started doing that, my fucking following went through the roof, and so did my likes and shares and comments. So for you guys, whatever theme that you guys are trying to project, you got to make sure that your post projects that. Okay. That's over time, you'll get there. But then when you start doing that, then you'll start getting more followers. So go ahead.
No, my bad. I want to ask a question. So how long did it take you? Because I'm in that phase, right? And like I said, I took a lot of notes before I even started doing this shit. And so I took notes, like I said, from you being one of those people. and then from a couple other people like yourself who post in a specific way and post their captions in a specific way each and every time, say certain things, it's kind of like catchphrases and shit like that. And I kind of, and I wanted to try to mimic those things, but like how long did it take you to do that? Cause I'm like, bro, this is hard to try to find a sort of theme, and especially because I got young dogs. You don't really promote your dogs when they're young like that. I
Right.
got young dogs, and especially with me starting out, I had to promote my dogs right now. I ain't got nothing else to promote. You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
oldest dog in the yard is the one I got from you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I was asking like how long did it take you? Because obviously it's gonna be different for everybody, But how long did it take you? Because I did go do my research. Like I be when I got time, I got time. And so I done did my research on all the pages and different pages, the first pages and all this and all that. And it's the same with other people that I look up to as far as this dog shit goes. Did my research on they first pages and they first posts and all this and how they found they niche and they way. And I was, how long did it take you to find your theme and like the marketing, techniques as far as like the ahs and the oohs and shit behind the words and things like that. Like, how long did that take you? Did it take you a while, or did you find it up real quick and you know what I mean?
No, it took me a while to get to the point where people started recognizing what I was doing first and foremost, and then people were checking on me too. You know what I mean? Like they were checking for me based off of what I was presenting. So it took me a while to get to that point. Honestly, probably like probably about a year and a half on Instagram. I finally kind of caught my wave. And, because like I said, people will look, but it's like the biggest thing, I'm going to tell you, the biggest thing that really, like, I really noticed the catapulting of what I was producing, or excuse me, what I was posting, was the fact that I had the dogs, man. Like I had the dogs.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So being that I had the dogs, and then like I said, I studied Lion's Lair, and I was a fan, and I'm wondering why everybody in the comment section, even myself, I'm wondering why he always got his dogs looking fucking top tier. I mean, it's just like epic. You know what I mean? I was wondering why he getting 1,000 likes and shit like that. I'm just like wondering, like, why? Of course, I like what I see, but I'm like, why is he always hitting it all the time? You know what I mean? It's like with ease. And so when I started to showcase my dogs in that light, and then people started to recognize what type of dogs I had. And then, like I said, I don't like to be behind the camera because I don't want it to be about me. I'm already a person that is likable, but I want you to like the dogs. I don't want the focus to be on the coach. You know what I mean? I want y'all to strictly, when y'all see the dogs, y'all like, oh shit, is whatever. It's AK, like, oh, AK's dope, whatever. Whoever I got, I wanted to be about him. Not, oh man, coach is funny. Oh man, coach is entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Oh, coach, there's the personality right there. I don't want it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So it took me probably about a year and a half to kind of like catch a little bit of like momentum when it came to like people in the comment section, the same ones in the comment sections. And then, I had to figure out what type of posts triggered the algorithm, so then I was like kind of some of the first ones who, like, if you notice back in the day, if you watch my posts, I had the longer ones. And then over time, I figured out how to make a quick 3-second one, you know what I'm saying? And take my, do my little quick lingo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's happening was with the algorithm, people will watch it all the way through because it was a short one. And then they'll watch it a couple might because it was that short, and they'll make you might want to watch it a few more times. So then what that would do would trigger the algorithm, and then it will spread my shit. So I'm like, oh shit. And then I was getting a lot of naysayers, right? And I was getting a lot of spectators because they wanted to clown, all that, how we do that, and all that shit. And I did that on
Engagement. Yeah.
I did that on purpose for the engagement. Exactly. I was gonna get the people that's gonna talk shit. And then because I knew people hated the fact that I was campaigning my dogs the way I campaign them, having blue pit bulls.
Yeah.
Not just any blue pit bulls, but I had Shaka and balls. Them dogs made people comment good and bad. So I can post them up knowing that there's a lot more people that like them versus the ones that hate them. But the haters are going to be in there because I always hit them with the trigger words, right? I always make sure they know this is a game pit bull. Because I know that the haters are going to be like, there ain't no such thing as a game blue pit bull. And because I got the dogs looking the way they looking, the engagement for the people who like it and the likes are going to be even more so than the people that's going to hate. So then it just, I figured out how to trigger that algorithm by how I position the dogs, how I post the dogs, the things that I said, how long and how short I had the post so that people would watch it all the way through. Because a lot of times if you have a long post, like a minute post or you got like a 40-second post, most people will see it and they won't watch it all the way through. So then if you're not watching it all the way through, the algorithm won't pick you up. So I used to do them really short, 3-second, 4-second, but it got to the point. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't just short, and that was it was short enough to get to the point.
Right.
So the algorithm's like, okay, shit, you got 50,000 views, 20,000 of them watch it all the way through. They'll keep pushing it and shit. So then I started going viral and shit like that. So there was a time where I was posting, like I was telling you, 3 times a day. I got it to where I was posting 3 times a day. Then I was posting 1 time a day, every day. And shit, man, I would have at least 1,000 followers a month. Just because the algorithm picked me up. And then all the people that was fucking with me, they was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So then they would see my shit. Oh shit, coach back at it again. Oh, you know what I mean? Click, like, share, comment. And then the algorithm just picks you up. So it's gonna take you some time. However, you're gonna have to take the right photos, the action photos, if you promoting athletic dogs, you got to have your dogs muscular and shit. Like you see how, you see the muscle on a dog and shit. Like I make sure when I got my dogs, like for example, I don't do no pictures in the wintertime because this wintertime, my dogs ain't out there working right now. They over there just hibernating. I'm not going to showcase my dogs in the wintertime. However, once springtime comes, right, weather warms up, we back on the regimen. Everybody's, feeling good, vibrant. That winter coat starting to shed off, starting to shine and look good. Guess what? I'm starting posting again.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just post just to post. So you got to post to give your fans and your followers what they looking for from you, right? If I'm gonna post an AK picture in the wintertime when he ain't working out, I ain't doing AK no justice, and I ain't doing my fans. I'm not giving my fans what they want when they want to see AK.
Exactly.
And that's how you got to do your posts. It's going to take you a while, man. But the key is for you and everybody else that's on here, y'all trying to really boost your wave and stuff like that. It's like you got to keep posting, man. You got to keep posting, and you have to take the right pictures. Don't take no fucking regular, just dogs sitting there type pictures. You got to take action photos. Let your dogs run around, take your phone and just take 100 pictures of that dog in motion. And then you got to go and take the tedious time and go through all those photos and figure out which one looks the best for you to post it. Then you go through that. Then you go and, change the lighting and stuff like that. You got to do some, you got to make them shits pop now.
You got to doctor it up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to make them pop now.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Like, ooh, wow. Whoa, look at that photo. Okay. So that's another part of it. But the key for you guys is that you got to take, if you're doing performance dogs, you got to take action pictures. If you're just doing bully types, you got to take stacking photos, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing bullies, because that's what they like. They like them dogs stacked, seeing the structure, seeing the head, the rears, whatever. You got to take photos like that if you're doing them type of dogs. But if you're doing, performance type dogs, they need to be looking like performance dogs, man. That's how to do. And you got to be consistent every day, 3 times a day. If y'all new to this shit, morning time, mid-afternoon, and then evening, 3 times a day, consistent. The algorithm will pick you up eventually.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I guess the hardest part about it is, like you said, finding that style of post. Like you said, you found them action posts appealing to you after a long time of going through different types of videos. And I think that's where I'm at right now, because you just go through my page, you see a good little variety of posts, but they're all around the same line of things. Training, exercise, and then the pretty pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta find that niche, that line of the thing that's gonna pull and attract, and I think those things would be like the advanced, flashy fucking training, and then those action photos, like you were saying. Because at the
Yep.
beginning, I was doing what you were saying. I was posting multiple times a day. I was posting nothing but action pictures or pictures of them, of him while he was in the middle of climbing a tree or while he was in the middle of jumping off of some, things like that. And I would get a lot more following, but then like what now, like right now though, I have been going, like right now I go look at my Instagram analytics, whatever it said, I got like 75,000 people in the past month to come and view my thing, and I have been doing that variety. So I think I'm just testing the waters, like you said. It's gonna take me a little longer. I gotta find that niche and just keep on posting.
So like with your pit bull, right? So like with your pit bull that you got, the things that they want to see that dog on a damn spring pole. They want to see your dog lunging at shit. They're like, you gotta do things like that,
Yeah.
right? They want to see that, do the flirt pole, get your little flirt pole out, get her going crazy, or get her riled up and have her, going ham on something, you know what I'm saying? And maybe take a little quick video of that, right? And then slow it down and shit, you know what I mean? And have her, in slow motion going crazy, snapping at something, you know what I mean? Like shit like that is portraying what that dog is.
Facts.
And people who like them dogs, which they will, right? Because of the type of dog it is, they can correlate what you projecting in that image or that video, and they're gonna like it. Oh shit, that's dog. Oh shit, look at that dog. Oh, bro, I had a situation where I had goat times Africa puppies, and I was just doing a quick little film, right? And I had one brindle bitch. She was a brindle bitch, and she was like really hot. They was all hot, but she was super hot. And I just like had a little video, right, of them, right? And just in that moment, that hot ass brindle bitch grabbed one of them other dogs, man, and was ragdolling that motherfucker. Just real quick, just grabbed it, ragdolled that shit, and I posted that motherfucker. That shit got so many views, and I sold that dog just off of that video.
Bang.
And that shit had so many views just because I showed a quick video of them playing, and that brindle bitch grabbed one of them dogs and ragdolled it.
So you telling me I should post my 4-month-old game bitch shaking up my 7-month-old pocket?
Nah, not that.
No, I'm playing, but no, I know what you're saying. Know what you're saying.
Yeah, it was just a situation where they seeing puppies, right? Now I got a fucking Brenda one. She was pretty as a motherfucker, right? But not only is she pretty, right? She over there, grabbing one, just all of a sudden grab one and just drug it around and like ragdoll the shit. And they just, cats, you know how cats is. They're like, oh shit, that one is hot. Now you get that engagement. Then you get the ones, oh my god, animal cruelty. Oh my god.
Come here, baby.
So yeah, it's just things like that, triggers people's emotion. So whatever you feel that can trigger people's emotion enough to where, you're not going to get your fucking Instagram page taken down. Think about stuff like that. Hey, so have you let your Red Boy dog interact with Felony?
Rarely. Not without me really being this little puppy's going wild in there fighting this other puppy. Not without me being right there. And the reason is because I didn't even show you the video because I was out there taking the video by myself, coach. But like I was telling y'all I was gonna give Felony that live feed. Like I get my dogs live feed, every once in a while, couple times out the month. just to keep them on their toes and let them know, like, what time it is over there, but because we ain't, we work for our food, So I gave her that live feed for the first time after I felt like she was comfortable enough. After she started wagging her tail at me a good amount, and she's understood my energy, and so I was like, all right, I think you ready. So after I gave her that chicken, um, which I think I presented it to her wrong, because I think Hercules ass done threw her off a little bit because Hercules is he's an intense dog, and I think he kind of threw her off a bit, and then my voice and shit, like how I talk, I kind of threw her off a little bit, but she ate the chicken though. Long story short, she ate the chicken, and so now she's looking at smaller things in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Who,
And then
felony?
so yeah, felony, yeah,
So
and then
okay,
so
so go ahead,
So
go
so
ahead.
I haven't let her around her much, but they've interacted rarely. Felony's real good around. She's real good, like, temperament wise. Like, she knows when to check shit and all that. So, like, she's good. I don't let her. I don't let. I'm not trying to let her check her at all. So I'll be keeping them in check. Like, I don't want my game dog going up and biting Felony at all. Cause I know Felony has to bite her ass back.
So you fed her the live chicken, and so based off of that, now she sees smaller things as something that she could possibly eat.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
And so that's
Um,
building up that confidence and that drive up to hogs to where I could eventually see how she looking with a 60, 70 pound hog in her face. You see what I'm saying? To
So
where
how she
so
looking at the, so you saying her energy toward the smaller game dog is like, bitch, if you try something, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna eat you.
Dang.
Yeah, so she kind of like that with the smaller things around her though. So like when she's up in Layla's face and Azra, so like she started testing Azra because Azra had a growth spurt while Felony was around. So when Azra was smaller, if y'all know who that is, that's my Brindle bitch, my XL Brindle. She so when she was smaller, Felony always like chased her around and like got over top of her, started growling and like biting at her. So I always had to check that bitch, like make sure she don't eat my damn puppy, and I really just keep them away from each other because I didn't want to check Felony at all, because she's new. Obviously, I give my dogs a good time to adjust because I got a lot of shit going on around this. There's a lot of different type of energy to adjust to. It's a lot of different things that you gotta adjust to as far as me taking you to different places inside stores around a lot of different crowds of people. It's because I want to see my dog. I want to see my dog's genetics play out how they are. Boom, boom, boom. And then so I want to get my dog active into things and shit. So she's still adjusting. She's still adjusting. So I don't correct her much at all. Try not to correct her. Or say things to her, nothing like that. I just want her to be calm because I want to breed her next heat. But with her not being fully comfortable with me, I ain't trying to have no bitch growling and trying to bite at me when I'm trying to handle puppies. You know what I'm saying? Um, and things like that, which I don't think that she will, just
No,
based off how
I don't think she'll do that with you though. I don't
she's
think that she'll
sweet.
do that. But what you seeing is, like you said, what you seeing is,
That
what
drive, yeah, that
what I
prey drive.
what I put in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That bitch right there, she comes from a line of dogs that is killers, man. So for her to do what she's doing, and then you gave her first opportunity to take a life,
Hmm.
you smart with that, man. That's
And
why.
so another way. So like how she's used to being on your yard. Still, she's 3 years old. She used to being on your yard. And I'm still seeing how she's still adjusting because usually when you get a newer dog like an older dog, it's gonna take a couple months for that damn thing to adjust. It could even take up to a year depending on its living situation and how it was. And so
Right.
with the things that I'm doing with her now, coach, because she's out. I got this bitch out with me. We go in the store, we doing this, we doing. She's not used to seeing 100 people in a store. She's not used to, what I'm saying? She's not used to walking down the street and seeing other free dogs on the leash, fucking, what I'm saying, getting barking at her and shit. She's not used to, a lot of things that she's experiencing now. So I still got to give her a longer time to adjust because I am putting her through these trials and tribulations. Like, hey, bitch, you got to perform. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this, and if not, you got to experience this and be exposed to this so that you can perform next time. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because I give my dogs time to adjust, as well as I'm not gonna let you be baby, bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got that gene and you got them genetics in you. So I'm about to see what you got. You see what I'm saying? Like, you about to work. You about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to put you to the test in the sense of, like, you know, first couple weeks here, first week here. I'm about to take your ass on a 5-mile walk. And then we about to be walking fast as hell. I'm about to see how you, you know, let's see how you breathing. Let's see how you acting. Let's see. You better not be limping, because if you limping, I know next time, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to build you up, and we're about to go even harder, you know? And that's so, yeah, I'm seeing it. And so what I was saying all that for is she's still adjusting, you know, she's still adjusting. And so when a coach, I'm never going to put, you know, I want your production. When I put her out, people going to know, they all know who I got her from, right? So I want to put her out in the way that's going to make us all look the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she hasn't been getting promoted and right now, especially since I got puppies on the ground. But once I get her, you know, adjusted to everything and get her how I know she can be, it's gonna be over with. Yeah, it's gonna be over with. Like, she gonna be nice, man. She gonna be something nice. And her productions, speaking about her productions, what I know she's gonna give me, taking her to my blue shit, which she, you know, she came off some blue shit, some shit that has, you know, blue, you know, she came off some black shit, which, you know, it got that blue shit in his blood, you know,
Yep.
in his blood. And so I know just that the hybrid vigor, everything gonna work out, and I know it's gonna create some beast for sure. It's gonna add to her, it's gonna add to my dog. It's gonna be fire. It's
Man,
gonna be
you know,
some
what? I got a suggestion, man. You know what? You know how you was gonna take that moonshine dog to that damn Eli dog you was talking about?
yeah.
You need to take that one to fucking the AK dogs, man.
Felony, yeah. And
That's you take that too, and then you take that puppy, whatever you keep off of that, then you take that to your red boy shit. You know what I'm saying?
and
The,
And
the
so, depending on how many vials I get, I'll have that plan. I'll have that en route to take Moonshine directly to Felony. If I don't get enough vials, depending on how he, you know, how he moving, because you know, I don't know how he doing it. I ain't asking him specifically how many vials I'm finna get, whatever. I just ask him the price, boom, boom, locked in, boom, ready. I'm ready because he only 4 months. You know, I still got a couple years, so I'm not really, you know, too worried about it. And then, so what I was planning on doing, if I can't get enough vials, and it's gonna be some moonshine shit, which is some AK, or which is some what's it called, Mayday Eli shit, taken to some Red Boy shit, and then I'm gonna take that shit directly to Felony, which is gonna be directly, you know, taken to some AK shit. I think that's gonna be crazy little cross. Crazy little cross.
All
I'll
right,
take one of them. I'll take one of the males. Yeah, it's nice. What? Yeah.
that
I'll
shit's
take one of
fat.
those males directly to Felony. Fire.
yeah, definitely think about that play though, because of what that direct. Now, again, for the marketing purposes, you know, based off of, you know, paperwork and stuff like that, you know, I understand the mathematics. But being that your girl is still young, you're still gonna campaign her, you know, you got time to run that back. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That's
you got time
facts.
to run that back again. But in the meantime, you want to produce some fucking next level shit, you take that moonshine, that fish felony, and watch what you get.
That's facts. I had like 3 or 4 other people suggest that to me, like, hey, if you do that, I might be interested. So
Uh,
that's definitely a thing. You know,
Rob,
that might happen.
AK with that moonshine blood, with that Africa and Holy Spirit fucking fire and desire and that shit.
Damn.
Come on, man, that's a wrap.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cook up. I got a lot of different routes I could go with all this blood, coach. Hey, got a lot
Yeah,
of blood on
that's
this
a wrap.
y'all.
You know,
Hey
and
yo, I'm about to hop off though, brothers. Love y'all, man.
oh yeah,
Yes,
love you,
sir.
bro.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
Doro.
Stay up.
Yeah, love you, brother. But yeah, you definitely got a lot of options for the cook up, man. You definitely truly got a lot of options for the cook up. You know, I'm excited for you, to be honest.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. I'm too excited.
And you're very wise as a young dog man to understand the energy in your yard, and like you said, to prevent things from happening. And that was a very good answer that you gave me when it came to felony and your new, you know, your younger dogs. You know, that's I don't allow my older dogs to interact with my younger dogs because I know that could be the case, what you mentioned.
Right.
So
To save that from happening, I don't allow them to interact until they're mature enough.
Yeah, they don't have no reason to be around each other to begin with. They ain't never gonna have to be around each other. Felony she's not really too good with more than one dog. But
Yeah, she probably
That's how she's been her whole life though. You know what I'm saying? One dog.
she probably want to exert her dominance and shit.
Exactly. As soon as this gets another dog, the only dog she really cool around is Hercules, the male. Other than that, she trying to, posture up, trying to growl and trying to stand, trying to fight kind of the other females. And then my other females, they they not, they younger. They younger. I got 8 month old. That's the one that she really doing it to. My other one, she like a year and a half. She cool with her because they got like a same type of energy level. Like Layla, they got like a same type of energy. Like Layla, like one of those same type of like felony. Like I ain't going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she quick to bite. She not one of those like she's not gonna try to start a fight, but you know,
To
she quick
defend
to
herself.
bite. So they haven't tested each other yet, which I don't want them to, because I kind of think that felony a crash Layla. She a regular ass bully. She ain't no working dog. So can't have felony crashing my dogs over here like rum.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I said your young dogmanship, man. I salute it because that's exactly what I would do. When I see the energy, I just won't have them dealing with each other. I'll break the energy up and I'll separate them. I'd rather not have it happen than just say, okay, well, I'll just watch it. It's like, nah, nigga. As soon as you take your eye off it one time, is you're gonna be over there trying to pull them apart. It's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
gonna be over with.
one thing about dogs is that once they have that real fight, they never forget. They always gonna have beef.
Yep.
Facts.
And that's something I've learned as a dog man. It's like once they get that real taste of blood on each other, it's never ending beef.
Yep.
It's a never ending beef. Even though they might be cool for a little bit, you let them just be by themselves and let them play for a little bit, they be fighting all of a sudden. You're like, what the hell? I thought y'all was cool.
Man, just playing over there, rolling each other's backs and shit. Now y'all fucking like shaking each other.
That's some
Facts.
real shit. You know what I mean? So, just definitely keep that in mind, man. But definitely salute to you, man. Well, let's talk about before we close out, man. Let's talk about what's next for the working dog in 2025. 2024 has definitely been an adjustment, I would say, for just the dog game in general. A lot of dog men and dog women, a lot of programs weren't getting the money that they thought they was gonna get or what they used to get. A lot of the dog men and dog women that really wasn't rooted in the dogs are falling off. It's been a purging, I would say. And with that being said, 2025 is here, and you already know what we on. You know what I'm saying? We on performance dogs.
Right.
Do you guys think that we're gonna get more momentum in 2025 as far as people more being in tune, people wanting to more so look at purchasing performance dogs versus these trendy type dogs?
Yeah, I
Only
could
up.
see that more. Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
ups.
I think it's gonna pick up. I mean, I'm not too sure if people are gonna be, interested in buying them, but I think people are gonna start, looking towards breeding their own type of, performance working line dogs. That's what I'm seeing a lot of. Like
I,
I'm already seeing it already. Like people starting to go the band dog route now. It's a lot of it now.
That's good.
There's definitely a lot of growth for this year when it comes to working dogs, performance dogs, a whole bunch of different type of variety and things when it comes to the
Mhm.
battle crosses, the band dogs especially. There's a lot of big name kennels out here that's switching to band dogs from Cali, from Texas, and things like that. Those are the biggest places when it comes to dogs right now. The ones who are getting the most money, the ones who are selling the biggest dogs and they got the best names or whatever for themselves. They in Cali, Texas, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Florida, you know what I'm saying? They in the biggest cities, biggest states. And then I think it's a lot of growth because those are the kennels, the ones with the big names. Even Fit Bully Kennels is starting to really, open his eyes to a whole bunch of, like, he's already had his eyes open to different breeds, but like the crosses or the mastiffs, which is gonna lead into the crosses because once you get into the mastiffs, you're gonna have the crosses after that, like always. That's how it is. And then so I think it's a lot of improvement. Even the Boerboel and other type of breeds are coming up into play, like some German breeds. I can't think of the name off the top, but they're all starting to get bred to bulldogs and all starting to get bred to different type of crosses like mastiffs and things like that. And they're all starting to get the money's starting to go up because it's starting to become higher, big higher name breeders breeding these dogs. So I think it's only up. Like we was talking about on that one. No, I
Yeah.
didn't. It's only up. It's no. There's no way we could go backwards when it comes to these performance dogs because it's only going to get better. Like you be saying, the hybrid vigor is only going to keep on working and doing his job. And then so the more people who gets on board, especially the bigger kennels who got the clout already, it's over with. Next thing you know, a year or two down the line, people spending $6,000 for the band dogs.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
And
Yeah.
I know they getting tired of getting their houses and properties broken into. People just taking they bullies.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And the bullies ain't even doing nothing. So they're gonna want these working dogs that's gonna get to the business and protect the property.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Okay? And they will start paying that price.
I agree with you. I everything that you guys said, I agree. I think the
It
same thing.
still might not even be this year that they're gonna be coming around to it more and more, getting their eyes onto it. But maybe at like the middle to the end of this year, going into the next year, they really gonna be in tune. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Young Ready.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree with you on that. I had a gentleman hit me up, and like I said, I'm so used to my DMs, being hit up. This is nothing new, but I had a gentleman hit me up. Some new person was asking me specifically about the bull herder program and AK and Snow White and also AK and Coco, and he was being very specific. He's like, "Hey, coach, I'm a serious buyer. I'm interested in you're breeding with AK and Snow White and also AK with Coco. Just let me know what you're asking for and." So I can prepare. I'm ready to buy something. When you gonna do the breeding? And like I said, it's heard it all before, of course, y'all. And so I just told him like, yeah, it's possibly gonna be this year. 4,500. And he responded back like, "Hey man, I'm serious. I'm a serious buyer. Like I'll pay 5,000 for the shit." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to play. I want that. You know what I mean? So of course, like I said, I take that with a grain of salt because I always shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
However, it goes back to what we're talking about. The working dog, the pioneer dogmen who are taking dogs that are that people are excited about and cooking up their own recipes. And I put my price on my own recipe. You know what I'm saying? That's not a recipe that's out there that has a specific price.
Facts.
The bull herder, right? But
Facts.
that's the price I want for my bull herders because of the dogs that I'm cooking up. So for me to stand firm on what I want, and then somebody tell me they'll pay me more because they want that specific cook-up, then that tells me, as I look at all the other people who are excited about that cook-up, that what we're doing as pioneer dogmen, people are catching on to it. Because like you said, Young Ready, it's like you have your home, you got your family, you got your valuables. It's like now people want a dog that can actually do something for them other than just look like something for them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And based off of prices, people were used to paying these ridiculous prices for dogs that have a look but have no functionality. And they've taken L's maybe, or they've had a scenario where somebody broke in their house and they bully just laid there and didn't do shit. And they're like, Yo, why spend $5,000, 10,000, whatever they spend on this damn fucking bully, and it ain't gonna do shit and it's lazy? Why? I mean, I could buy this Malinois or whatever, this band dog for let's say 3,000, 3,500, and get a dog that's gonna do what it's supposed to do
And look good.
and look good too.
Facts.
And be able to sell them and get the price for the dog.
Yes. And because you can do your breeding and maybe sell you a $2,000 litter. And people respect that because of what the dog can do.
Yep.
And then so once more the mainstream folks, like such as I'll name one, like Rough House. I know y'all know that they're starting to hop into the band dogs. They literally scrapped their whole entire Corso project and they said I'm doing band dogs now. Made a
Yeah.
whole YouTube video about it, all that, So with that being said, think about how many eyes that put on the word band dogs. And how many people just didn't even think about, oh, what's a band dog? A massive bulldog cross or a massive so and so cross or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or a livestock guardian, bulldog cross or whatever the case may be, a mastiff, or a band dog, I mean. Think about how much eyes that put on there. And so once the mainstream people start doing it, and then once they start doing it, what's that going to do? It's going to become some sort of trend is going to be coming around, some sort of working dog or something that's called a working dog or called a performance dog, right? And then down the line, how we talking down the line, how it could happen this year, whatever it could happen. Things, possibilities endless with this working dog shit, with this dog shit in general. How
Yep.
fast the trends move, how fast the trends move, and how fast everything's going. How every single new, like y'all said, every couple months is a new Frenchie out. Every couple months is a new damn bully out. A new type of sort of blood and this and the other. So the same things is happening with the band dogs. Every single every month I'm seeing a new sort of cook up that's opening my eyes to a new sort of blood that I could try to incorporate. You know what I'm saying, and down the line because ain't nothing gonna change the vision. But you know what I'm saying, like so. Once the mainstream people start hopping on, it's gonna open up eyes, and then people gonna start creating designer fucking working dogs where you got a working dog that's moving like this, acting like this, and it's Merle. And then now niggas is paying 15,000 for that. And then so the possibilities is endless. Possibilities is really endless if we're gonna be completely honest, because you know how everybody, the everything changes and moves at such a fast pace, you know, as far as the pedigree peddlers nowadays, this that, and the other, the hype train, and then once they hop on the working dogs, then it's gonna just be it's all gonna blow up, just like how that is gonna end up being a hype. Oh, I got a working dog that's off of these two lines, and it's already a couple people who's already doing it. Like the pit bullies people's they starting it up back up with the pit bullies bred to the damn presses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They're doing, it's a lot of possibilities for this
It's
next
broad.
year.
Yeah, no, it's very broad. We can definitely capitalize on, that change. And just think about it, like if you follow the sporting dog community and they'll sell fully trained mouths, year old, year and a half old, whatever, and they're selling for like 50 to 100 grand.
Yep.
Yes, that's the market.
And they getting it. So think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think about when I envision my Formula One program, to where I'm selling to people who are really going to use my dogs. And not only that, because they want to use them, if I put a price on a puppy that might be 10 grand for whatever reason, and they go to a good trainer or they go to a person who got the money to take it to a board and train, then they're like, well, shit, I'd rather pay 10 grand for a puppy from Coach than pay $100,000 for a full grown trained dog from somebody else. Cause shit, you take that puppy 10 grand from me that's got the genetics, you take it to a good trainer, let's say that trainer charges you 10 grand for the board and train.
Yep.
And I mean, shit, you what, 15 grand versus 100?
Shit.
You
I'll go
up.
for that. Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah, you up. So if I'm able to do my job as a dog breeder and cook them up and give you a moldable dog, and your trainers who get that dog to a certain type of level then boom, shit, you know what I mean? I'm getting the money that I want. You saving money by buying a dog that's moldable and trainable, and you can send it to a top tier trainer for, like I said, 10 grand, whatever they charging or whatever. And then you ain't got to buy no fully trained dog for $100,000 over the price.
Yeah.
And that's where I see the game switching to, where it's going to be like cats is really going to want to buy dogs for work, whatever it might be. You will pay that price for a true working dog. And if you can make the dog have the looks too, then you can really get your money.
That's big facts. And I feel like all that kind of goes back to how you was talking about that one time when you said something about is Trump going to make the dog game better, kind of. And then like with the economy going, back, it's slowly going to start recovering in a way, right? I feel like people are going to be more, willing to spend that good money on something that they like, that they know is going to perform. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Sure.
like when these damn red tiger puppies mature and they look the way I have on paperwork. However, what I put in them dogs is really what you don't see. Bro, that's when I know. It's like, you know what? That's when I know. It's like, yeah, what I do and my gifting dogs is on a whole nother level, man. Because if I can get that red tiger look, but have it performing like freaking Tigress, it's a wrap.
Hell yeah.
It's a wrap. Because them dogs right there, them bully type bulldogs, man, I mean, just to look alone will sell them dogs. But if I can guarantee you that this dog is going to perform like a pit bull, but look like that,
That's a complete bulldog.
with the bully look, rap. Man, sign me up. Rap. Give me my money. I need my money. Because you ain't getting that nowhere else but from the coach. And that's how we got to cook. That's how we got to see it. That's how we going to set a wave. But see, that's a wave that can last. Because based off of, let's say, the person that I bought Red Tiger and his brother from, they was eating off their shit for many moons. They just got burnt out and had family issues, had to wrap it up. But they was eating off of their program for years, and it was strictly off of looks. Off of looks. She told me. We couldn't keep a dog on the show. We had a waiting list. And people bought our dogs because of what they look like. She told me that shit. So if I can take what they look like, but then really make them perform, now it's like I'll have a waiting list, but then you getting really what you paying for from me.
Facts.
So now you're not going to be crying about spending the money when I tell you I need 5,000 for those. You know what I mean? Shit, I need 8,000. I need 10,000 for those red tigers. What? 10,000? Yeah, I got a waiting list, nigga. Oh, you don't want to pay it? All right, it's all good. You know what I mean? But not only am I saying that, I'm not just saying it. I'm showing you productions. I'm showing you stuff that you oohing and on about. This is why you pay that type of money. That's why I was telling y'all about the AK. It's like I paid AK, but to me that's money well spent. 12,000. It's a lot of money, but shoot, I got AK.
Facts.
That's 12,000 well spent to me. Maybe not to you, but you ain't never owned no dog like an AK. You never had a dog like AK in your presence. You ain't never seen him perform. You ain't never seen him, none of that. So then for you as a dog man, you wouldn't, maybe I would never pay that. Well, you don't understand. I do. Because I'm a real dog man. I really want top tier type performance dogs. I really do go when I buy my cars, I buy the top tier sports car. You know what I'm saying? With all the fucking features on the shit. That's what I do when I go to the dealership. I buy that shit with all the sports features on the shit. I want the top tier sports car because I like shit that perform. So same thing with the dogs. That's how we got to do the dogs, man. So I do see that in 2025. It will progress, like you were saying, Young Ready, whether it be the middle of 2025 toward the end of it, going into next year, 2026. I do see the trend picking up on dog men, dog women, and consumers looking more into working type dogs. I do see that being the wave. I do see us who are creating top tier type dogs not off of pedigree, but off of what you see is what you get, getting all the money. I see that. I see that. And I want to encourage all you dogmen who are pioneers to stay in your pocket. Do not let the outside dog world influence you. Do not let the spectators and naysayers influence your program. If you got a plan of action and you execute it, just like you do in functional focus, you feel me? You got a plan, you're executing it. Stick to your plan. Okay, keep studying the game, understanding the game. Understand you got to get into game and play it to win. If you're not willing to get in it and play to win, you're gonna lose. Just accept that shit. But as long as you're willing to get in the game, play the game to win, then eventually you'll get your dubs. Eventually you'll get your buzz. Eventually you'll get your following. Eventually you'll get your championship points. Eventually you'll get the prices you want. It's a matter of time, but you got to go through the process. You got to understand your process, okay? You got to be willing to spend the money like you have, okay? And then you got to have a plan of action. And then the key to that is executing the plan of action and being able to let the time tell. Because what we think is going to happen in the time that we want it to happen don't happen. I'm a witness to that, okay? Got my hand up. I'm a witness. So me being a player coach, I'm just letting y'all know, expect this process to not happen on your time, but in time, on time, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Notes taken.
Yep.
So, with that being said, man, we're gonna close this thing out. 2024 has definitely been a crazy year when it comes to the dogs, but at the same time, it was a purging. I'm grateful for the shift in the dog game. I'm grateful for what I've learned. Definitely hurt my pockets not doing any breedings in 2024, but like I was telling y'all, I'm not sacrificing my stock and all the things that I put forth when it comes to these damn dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot, as you see in functional focus, and all y'all who see dogs is like, it's a lot. It's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time, a lot of money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to know that it's just the beginning, man. I'm still in the beginning stages, and I've been doing this shit for a long time. I've been doing dogs since 2005. Okay, talking about seriously doing dogs.
That's a couple years after I was born.
I mean, bro, that's how long I've been doing dogs, like for real doing dogs. Not had dogs, but just doing dogs on a breeding standpoint. You know what I mean? And I'm still nowhere near where I want to be. I'm close. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and I'm still in the red, even though I've sold probably hundreds of dogs. So, that lets you know that, you know what, this shit's got to be a labor of love. It's not a money grab. It's a, building your program grab, and then being blessed enough to have people respect what you have, respect your hard work, see what you represent, see your dogs that you are representing, and then wanting to pay for them because you got your shit and they can't get your shit from nobody else but you. That's how you can justify your prices. So that's why I say for you, functional focus, as I close out, that's why I say, if you do what Cass is already doing, like with that moonshine dog first, you take it to one of these game type dogs. They already been doing that. And that's nothing against your vision, but they already been doing that. So how you set yourself apart is you do something that they ain't got.
That's fact.
So then you take a moonshine production or moonshine semen DNA, and you got his popularity booming, right? And then you take that and you take that to Felony, which is direct AK daughter with the extra spice, and you're gonna get some stupid vigor with that shit. You're gonna get some.
I'm gonna talk to him, see if I can get like 4 vials for the same price I'm talking. I'm gonna see how much he was saying in the beginning. Ain't that much they usually send? They usually send you like 3 vials, right? I'm gonna talk to him about it.
I don't know how they do it. Normally, what they do the stud fee is like, they gonna just send you a vial. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I do the stud fee. Unless you paying 3 stud fees, you might get 3 valves or whatever.
Is that how it works? I thought it was at least 2.
Nah, that's not how it works. That's not how.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, when I bought my semen and stuff, it's per vial. So whatever they charging you per vial is, per breeding. So all you need
Oh
is one.
shit! You only need one per. Oh, I thought you needed two at least. All right.
I
Oh, learn
mean,
something
maybe
every
he
day.
does that. Check with him. Maybe he can give you 2 for one price. I don't know. Normally it's just one. That's how I've sold my studs. That's how I bought my semen. It's per pool, per vial. Whatever
Okay.
they do, it's kind of how it goes. And then let's say if the breeding doesn't take, they'll give you another one for free. Well, not,
Okay.
you feel what I'm saying? Like if it doesn't take, then they'll repeat it for you. They'll normally do another one if it doesn't take.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but if you do that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to be willing to, campaign your stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro, I do band dogs, no papers, and I mean, $3,000. I need $3,500 for these damn, these Formula One Bulldogs, and they don't got no papers.
That's facts. I need to get on that shit.
But again, remember how we talk. People who understand dogs, like I told you, I got 3 fucking thick ass binders full of papers. I don't be over there showing my papers and shit to sell my dogs. My dogs sell themselves.
Facts.
And that's the same thing that the breeder told me when I got Red Tiger and his brother. I asked her about paperwork, and she told me the game about papers. She gave me the game, early bird. Oh, well, we used to register our dogs. We used to have 3 registries and shit like that. She said that paperwork is a gimmick. That shit is a fucking money grab. That shit ain't worth the dogs. She said, well, we went back to, we just start handwriting our papers for ourselves, just for our own records. That shit's not even worth it. She told me that off the top. So over time, as I was breeding and then I wasn't getting what my paperwork was telling me, then I was like, man, this paperwork is fucking bullshit. Now, you can register your dogs with other registries. There's other registries that will let you register your dogs, single register your dogs, and you can have paperwork on your dogs. So even your dogs that are not papered, there's registries that will paper your dogs. So
Yeah, I papered my boy Hercules. He came from the backyard.
okay, so so you can do that if you want to add that to your whatever, you can still do that. So
Yeah.
that's selling, that does help sales. So if you want to do that, you can do that. You feel me? But at the same time, if they really want the DNA, you know what I'm saying? Let's say if you market it, this is an 8K daughter with that moonshine, that's just gonna fucking go, nigga.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing is marketing the fuck out of Felony, Red Boy, or this what's her name, Rose, all of them. I'm gonna be my top tier bitches. Yeah, like you said, I'm gonna be taking notes, man. Taking notes.
So you got options. That's all I'm saying. So just understand that even though you're trying to study the game and see what everybody else is doing, the key to your success is do you.
Do me, yeah.
And promote it. The dogs will sell itself. Period. So stay in tune with that. But let's close out. Let me shout out the chat before we close out panel. Let's see here. BDC Dogs, man. Catch Dogs Concept, aka Big Job, big salute to your family. Happy New Year. Nell Mac, big salute to your family. Happy New Year's, man. Big Cooper. Big salute to you, young brother. Happy New Year. Show enough. Yes, sir. Happy New Year, brother. Big salute. Who else do we got here? Who else do we have here? Elevated Kennels, big salute, family. Happy New Year. Chris, man, hey, thank you for your comments in the chat. All y'all, actually, man. Thank you for your comments in the chat, man. Big conversation pieces. Big salute to you, man. Happy New Year. Who else do we got? Abla Bang Bang. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Abla Bang Bang, bro. You're gonna have some good males to choose from, brother. Abla Bang Bang, he got first pick male off that Formula One Bulldog, Red Tiger.
Oh, yeah, I just got done chopping up with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Yeah. And I know he always wanted him like a bully type bulldog. So you definitely gonna get what you asking for. So big salute to you on that, family. Who else do we got here? I don't want to miss nobody. Live your life, dogs, man. Big salute to your family. Happy New Year. And I think that is. Oh, we got Anthony Sanat. Big salute to your family. Happy New Year. And chat. Hey, to the chat, man. I always appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Man, let's just go and let's hit this year with a bang, man. You know, all y'all's
Yes, sir.
visions
sir.
and aspirations and all that stuff, man. Hey, go for it, man. Put the past behind us. You know, it's always day to day, man. But put that past behind us and let it be a learning process that we learned back in the day of 2024, and then let's hit 2025 running, man. Let's elevate this year, man. Let's go hard to the paint. Let's put
Yes,
this work
sir.
in. Let's these goals. You feel me? Let's take it to the next level. Let's have this next recap. Let's talk about how we elevated in 2025. All of us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So y'all be safe out there, and I'll see y'all next Thursday, y'all.
Next Thursday. Appreciate you for letting me on here once
Yes,
again.
sir.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Man. I appreciate
Salute,
y'all.
y'all. Salute.
Appreciate it.
Salute,
See
chat.
you guys later.
All right, man. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.